I'm building a retro PC for my Apex gamer. So I'm doing this from a Dell 9010. I'm actually been eating candy while I'm actually talking about this. Hold on for a minute. The candy out of my mouth. All right, cool. So this right here, it's a Dell 9010. These things make great retro gaming PCs because retro games don't require a lot of hard drive space and RAM and a lot of the heavy specs, video cards and stuff to run them. It's like a giant retro Pi. So I thought I'd build this really cool kind of retro Pi gaming system for downloading all my arcade games. I'm a big fan of arcade games. I like the 2D shooters and pretty much anything dealing with the arcade era. So that's what I'm into. So anyway, this is one of the Dells that I purchased. I got these for around 150 bucks. Now, this one right here, this particular one here comes with a 2 terabyte hard drive space, which I'm surprised because the one on the desk has 500, and I thought this one had 500 too, until I actually went in and checked into the system and found out I actually used around 122 gigs of hard drive space with one, I think it's 1.81 or something like that gigs left over. So roughly, I would say altogether it has a 2 terabyte hard drive space in the system, which is fantastic. I don't have to replace it. But what I do have to replace on here is I have to remove the power supply. So the power supply on this unit is 250 watts. And the problem I have with it is, yes, it's not enough power for what I need, number one. And number two, it doesn't have Molex adapters on it, or Molex plugs on it. It has just the SATA on it. That's basically about it. That's all. So we have to change this out. So I went out and ordered me a 500 watt power supply, which is all I need for this unit right here, just 500 watts. And we have that with the Molex and everything we need to run. The optical drive is definitely coming out because we don't use an optical drive for anything, so that can be removed. And yes, the PC will run perfectly. Even the optical drive is missing, it'll run fine. Underneath this is the hard drive, because I have it on right now. I'm downloading games. Underneath this is a hard drive, so with it having 2 terabytes from the door, perfect. Don't need to change that. This, on the other hand, has to go. So I ordered a liquid cooling system that's coming in for it. I had mine with the 2-fan radiator system, so all this has to come out, and I had to get some Arctic. It's an Arctic thermal paste. I love that. That's the only kind I use. And yes, some cleaner, because you're going to have to clean. Once you remove all this up, the CPU is going to be dirty because it's going to have the old thermal paste, and you got to clean all that up. It's going to be nice and clean. And then once that's done, then you can add your Arctic thermal paste. Don't put a lot on it because you'll mess it up. But I'll show you. We build the whole thing in front of you. All right, this is all wireless. Of course, I got another wireless one coming in because this one actually goes to the one down there. It does have a micro ATX board, which is fantastic because the case I got is for micro ATX. It has some pretty cool effects to it. We're going to turn it into a whole arcade retro board. This is a GT 1050 Ti or IT or thing. It is graphic card. This is about 4 gigs on here alone. This is sufficient. It'll work quite well with everything I need to do, but I do want to upgrade it to a 1650. I was thinking about going with a 2060 because, mind you, the slots we have in here are PCI 16 or times 16 in here, so we can pretty much put a mess of cards in here. Most of them just have the I forgot the AGP, and what's the other one they had that you can use, PCI. But this is over PCI. This is actually PCI Express, so we can actually run quite a few cool cards in here. So I thought a card would be nice for our retro setup would be the 1650. I was thinking about going with the 1680, but that'd be just too much, just basically for an arcade setup. Now, when I get around to doing my other PC, which is going to be a more advanced version. This one, we're talking about i9 processor, maybe the 4070 RTX Roughly, probably I'd say I do probably about 60 terabytes of hard drive space, not necessarily getting it anyway. And as for RAM capability, I haven't decided yet, but the RAM I do know on this one is 4. Extremely low. So we ordered 16 gigabytes of RAM. Now this has 4 slots because usually, I can't show you it right there, but you can't see it. I don't know if you see it. Usually when you're dealing with the Dell 9010s, there's 2 models. One has 2 slots, DIMM slots, one has 4. The one has 4, it's going to take 32, and the one has 2 can only max out at 16. This one has 4 in it, which means we're going to max this out at 32. I did go over specifications on the PS5. PS5 is running 16, and I was mistaken. They're not running an RTX 3070, even though it's equal to it. They're running basically what's it called, an RX 6700 AMD card. That's what they're running off of it. So they say it's equivalent to an RTX 3070. So the graphic card in the PS system is going to be more advanced than this. Like I said, this is an arcade unit. My main unit, yeah, it's going to be nowhere in the specifications of a PS5. Mind you, one of my systems I had a 2011 board in, a server board, had 264 gigs of RAM. Imagine that. Yeah, it's a lot of RAM. Never used all that anyway, but it was in there just for talk. So this is going to be our arcade model system we're using. We've got to take everything out of the case, clean everything down, vacuum it all out, put in a new power supply, put in new RAM. Hard drive is already good because we've got 2 terabytes on the hard drive. Optical drive definitely has to go because we don't need it. What I would use it for, I don't even know why. The CPU fan is being taken out. That is the heat sink for the CPU. That's being removed also too. And we're going to put on top of this a copper block with liquid cooling system set up. So it's going to be pretty sick. I'm not going to show you the case yet until we all get it all built and put together. The fans in my case are 140 millimeters, them RGB fans, the ones that light up and all that cool stuff. So we have that, and we're going to do a custom paint job for it so that everything glows, like serious glows. So I have to go order the neon paint and the activator to make it glow really high. So we're going to everything in there. We're going to paint the hard drives, everything. Now, as for the PS5, when we do get one in here, it's going to have to be stripped out because we can't use it. And the reason why we can't use it because it's under specs. And the reason why it's under specs, the RAM capability is good. 16, that's good. 16 has 16 gigabytes of RAM, fantastic. The hard drive is the problem. The CPU is perfect. It's a good CPU and a fantastic CPU. It's just that the hard drive sucks. 600. This has 2 terabytes on it, and it has 600. That's it. Now, for those of you saying, but it has a terabyte. Not after your system gets done with this. So your system, it's going to eat away majority of your hard drive capability. So you're going to be left with 600. So that has to be updated. It has to be. So unfortunately, that's going to cost me around $350 to upgrade a hard drive for a console system, which I still can't believe I'm going to pay that money for that. And for some people are saying, well, we can get the cheaper ones. Yeah, I'm going to stick a cheap third party into the motherboard where my hard drive is connected. So if something goes wrong, all this can short out, can have all kinds of problems could pop up that could affect anything on that gaming system. And for a $500 gaming system, I think I'd just rather just pay the $350 and just make sure I got a memory card that's supported, or memory system that's supported by PlayStation. Now, as for the external, the outside drive, I can use anything for that. If I burn out a port, I can just pull it out, resolder it, replace it, whatever has to be done. I can fix it myself. But other than that, I don't want to go diddling with the motherboard. So I'll just pay the money for that. So we're going to put 8 terabytes of hard drive space on the PS5. We're definitely going to take it out of it and put it in that case I showed you. And we have to put in a Molex adapter power supply. So I have to cut a port so it connects in nicely, and then from there I can run my fans and everything else I need to run in there from the end of the day, because we're also going to hook fans into a PS5 motherboard. There's no fan ports at all to hook anything up into it. Yeah. And the power supply, I'm pretty sure, doesn't have Molexes on it. So yeah, that's another issue too. So I found a PCI card that has Molex adapters on it for running multiple fans. So that's what we're going to slide in there for that. And the power adapter that we're hooking here, that's for something else. So that's what we're going to do with it. Easy. Piece of cake. So we'll mod that and get that done. Get that set up. Other than that, pretty much everything else is. I love when people put that thing and they say, well, you build the whole entire PC and it doesn't cut on. An easy solution. Guess what you do? So your switches that you have that are connected to the motherboard, probably right down there, you want to make sure that when you basically connect those in, if that fan, when I first do mine, I actually connect the CPU and I put the fan in and power supply. I'll connect that to the motherboard. Then I put my kill switches in. When I put my switches in, if that fan doesn't spin, that means it's not activating, it's not working right. Also too, you definitely want to install your hard drive too, because you have to have your hard drive indicator light that flashes. And some people don't see that either because they got it connected too wrong. They got either negative or positive or negative. They got them swapped or switched or whatever. That's what goes on with that. But other than that, yeah. That's why I love when I never get the warranty. I never buy the warranty for anything. You know why? Because I'm going to take it apart. That's why. That's why we don't buy warranties. We take it apart. I didn't buy the warranty for this thing. I'm going to strip this whole thing and take it apart. Look at that micro ATX. Look at the hard drives and the motherboard screws. They don't even have the post. They're just flat against the metal. Gee whiz. That's pretty bad. Nice compact system. No, but I was surprised. 2 terabytes of hard drive space on that is pretty impressive for a system this old. So, what can be run off of it? Quite a few things after I go through Steam. A lot of stuff. I put a lot of stuff on my wish list. About 60 games are on my wish list. And right now, I think I bought 20 so far that are on the system. Got some pretty cool stuff. Oh, I had to configure that too on top of that. Jealousy. I mean, the jealousy isn't. Somebody got so jealous about our office that they tried to make trouble for me, and yeah, it's not going to go well. So, off topic, that's considered to be a threat. And I got your email, your phone number, and I sent it to my buddy who's a IT tech. Let's just point the nose in a different direction. And he went through your stuff and he found you. I told you I'm playing around at the end of the day. Take you right over to the FBI and go file my charges against you. I know who you are. So, again, stop doing dumb stuff at the end of the day. You go over to zoning and you go over there and make a false complaint. I can file charges on you just for making that false complaint. And I know everybody at zoning. I can walk over there and say, hey, look, did a complaint come up on me? And they'll say, sure, yes, it did. And I'll get that document right there. I'll take it down. I'll file charges against you, which I am going to do anyway. Doesn't make a difference on the file because the fact that you sent them to my company's account and made these threats about what you were going to do, that's all I need. That's it. So be careful about how you bring your mouth to people online. Let me see. So this is what we're going through. Actually, I got the Dying Light. The Dying Light will run off of this with no problem. So these are the games I'm picking up. These are the games I own. And in my wish list, I have my other games. So this is going to be for arcade games. This is what I'm getting it for, my arcade games. This just downloaded already? Yes, it did. Let me see. Go over to the store. I haven't been on a Steam account in so long that I didn't realize that all the points that you get, you can actually buy stuff with your points. I didn't even know that. You buy games and you get points for buying your games. And there's this place that you can go to, the point shop, and you can buy cool stuff like different color backgrounds and all kinds of stuff with your own points. Which have been nice for the Xbox 360 points because I accumulated a lot of them. I had 1 million of them babies. And they went to nowhere. Oh, they're having a sale. Let me see. Well, we got fighter games, we got shooter games, we got driving games. We got a new version of Pac-Man, which I'm a big fan of Pac-Man. got this game also too, so there's another crazy game. I'm gonna go through my wish list, show you what I'm picking out already. And for those people that are extra nosy, like, well, who works at an office on Sunday? I got 24-hour access to my building. I clearly made that statement when I was in the garage that I actually had to find an office that gives me 24-hour access, because you know why? I work. That's what I do. I work on holidays. I work on my birthday. I work. And you know why? Because I enjoy my company. I enjoy what I do for a living. I get to build mod PCs, computers and stuff. I get to design game and screen paint. I get to build all kinds of cool stuff at the end of the day. So, yeah. That's what I do. As a matter of fact, I'm in there right now. In that box over there, all those boxes that I ordered stuff for the warehouse and everything I needed to set up over there, there is formulas in there to make the gamer technology in those boxes over there. Oh, yeah. So I can't wait. So that means that everything I'm looking at right now is going to be way beyond what I'm seeing right now. Mind you, we can make 720p look like they're 4K, so that gamer technology embedded with this, ooh, man, it's going to look gorgeous. So let me see. I was looking at that, and there we got 27 left on the wish list. Oh, Saboteur. This game was amazing. This game was a sleeper. It's a shame a lot of people didn't really get a chance to play this game. This game was freaking amazing. That's how I found out about a singer called Lena Moore. Oh, Retro Rampage City. Let me move this other mouse out of the way. I've got to get a wireless keyboard for this thing too. I've definitely picked that up. Shooter games. I love space shooter games. Oh, this is another one too I picked up too, and we'll run it too with no problem whatsoever. So last, let's see. I had to pick up for that machine the liquid cooling system, thermal paste, cleaner for the CPU, new power supply, of course, paint kit for modifications. We had to pick up, more RAM, because the RAM was only 4 on there. We needed 16, but now we found out we can put 32 on it, so we'll do the whole 32, because I like to get everything maxed out. And couple more fans, because it only came with 2 fans with it. We had to buy the rest of the fans for it. And the only thing left I have to get for it is graphic card. But the RTX 1050 will do the job for now, but later on I'll go pick up the 1650 for it. Oh, this is going to be hot. I can't wait to get this one right here. This is another one. Some of these are not even out yet. This is what I like. And what am I going to use the PS5 for any gaming? Not really. For what? I'm building a gaming PC. I'm just getting it because I just want to show it off for basically for demonstrations. That's all I'm doing with it. But even at demonstration status, it still has to be upgraded. I can't have that at my desk. I can't have that anywhere at all, period. I like PC because PC has games on it that I'll never be able to find on a console system ever. I'll only be able to find it on PC. These are the kind of games I like. Can't find them on PS5, can't find them on the Xbox system. I have to go to PC to get these. I love these arcade shooters. Oh yeah. Definitely can't wait to get that one. And they're cheap. They're like 24 bucks. This game right here is like $6, $7. The Space Invaders Extreme. I had this too. Oh, this is another game I can't wait to get. Actually, I might buy it today. I'm gonna get this one today. I'm gonna buy it today. Try not to spend too much. Bravery and Greed. I love games like this. Multiplayer. I got a bunch of people I play online with on PC. Love these kind of games. And I get people get mad at me and say, "Oh, you're putting down the console system." No, I'm not putting down the console system. I just favor PCs because the PCs just much more. Look, I'm rebuilding my machine over there. I can rebuild everything on there. Everything. I can replace everything on that machine over there with no problem. If I get the game, when I get the PS5 in here, guess what? I'm limited. I would love to be to change out that RAM. 16, I would like to make that to maybe 64, 32, something like a lot higher than that. And what it is, I would love to be to beef all that up. That graphic card in there, I mean, the graphic card's good, but still, I would like to go a little higher if I can. That's one of the things I like about projectors over TVs and monitors, because projectors, if I want to go big, I can go big, I can go small, I can change my aspect ratio, I can make it a 4.3. For retro games, I can make it at 1610, 16:9, 235.1. I can make it wrap around. There you go. That's what I like about projectors over TVs. And then on top of that, with our screens, I can make them front and rear. I can stick the projector behind it. I can make it ultimate black technology. I can change the color at will, all that stuff. Oh yeah, I'm definitely getting this one. Mighty Goose. Mighty Goose. These games remind me of the Metal Slug. That's why I like this kind of stuff. Big fan of Metal Slug. I had Metal Slug on Neo Geo when it first came out. Yeah, Neo Geo Gold, Neo Geo with the CD-ROM, which sucked because you had this dancing monkey that took forever for that thing to load. Bought that thing too. Love these kind of games. There's another one too, okay? This one's not even out yet. That whole Streets of Rage. Love these kind of games, I'll tell you. But like I said, not going to find these on the PS5 system. Oh, and you know they got the new, they got a Streets of Rage 4, but they got the new one called Nightmare X, or Nightmare, Mr. X Nightmare. Definitely going to get that. What's this right here? This is another one I was looking at too. I love shooters. Love fast, hardcore, rapid-paced shooting games. Have you ever played Unreal Tournament? I understand Call of Duty is a big thing, but Unreal Tournament is a whole different kind of game at the end of the day. You move at lightning speed. Love that game. Kind of reminds me of that. Yeah, definitely picking it up. That right there is going to cost me 19 bucks. It's another one I want right here. Got a kind of a, oh yeah, it's Monster Dawn. This has got a kind of Sonic kind of vibe to it. I like these games because of King of the Monsters. If you ever played King of the Monsters on Neo Geo, this is what these remind me of. This is going to look insane on the gamer. Oh my goodness. I might add some more stuff to that Apex gamer, because I can see some other things I want to add to it. All these colors are going to be enhanced by so much, it's not even funny. It's going to put the monitor to shame, I know that. Another thing about it is, from looking at these black screens all the time, when I look at this monitor, I'm still not seeing black. I'm not seeing that OLED technology push through that 100% Infinity One. I'm definitely getting this one. This is another one. Shoot, I'm picking this one up. Oh, this one, I can't wait. I should order this to get this one right now. I think I'm getting this one right now. This is another one. Guys, they did cool. This is going to be sick. Oh, for a minute. Yeah, we can pass it. I look Chase PlayStation controller. You know, it's interesting. Majority of most of the games on here basically play Xbox. You have to have an Xbox controller. It doesn't really run the PlayStation controller, so I'm pretty sure you can pretty much map your buttons out. But still, yeah, when it talks about support, it's mostly Xbox that comes up, not PlayStation. Good thing we have an Xbox controller over there. I mean, I've seen people do it. You write code, you can do it. A friend of mine does it all the time. Oh, Metal Slug, that's my shot. Oh, this is another one too. I want to get this right here. This Lost Castle. Definitely want to get that one. Kind of King of Fighters, another one I'm going to pick up. Shadow Ninja Reborn. Definitely getting that one. This is one I'm getting. It ain't out yet, but I want this one the most. I love these shooters like this. So I wonder if there any Dreamcast games on here. So by the time I get done buying all my games, I should have enough points to get a really cool background for this. So my whole theme for the PC I'm building is all retro. It's a retro design for all the arcade games from Neo Geo, NES, Atari, all of them. Which I gotta get some Atari games on here too. I want Asteroids. Oh, that's gonna be amazing. So I went through their main category. They have a ton of games that are what I like. So I found out most of their stuff. I went through their own category to find their stuff. Download some of their cool games they have on here, which I definitely want. Might get this one too. This one's not out yet. Fight Crab 2. Sounds weird. I wonder what that's like. Let me look at this. Oh, I like this. Let's add it to our wish list. I like that. I'm definitely gonna get that. Well, my full cost for my upgrade over here for this machine was around $237. That's what it cost me to upgrade that. Minimum specs, it can run Warhammer. The new one that I'm going to put in, actually the Elitist PC, it's going to be a little roughy, probably about $1,300 to build that one. and they modified the PS5. Oh my goodness. Where's my pen at for this one? No pens. Why are there never any pens on the desk? I'm going to do this every... Oh man. You don't have any pens on the desk? Nothing. There's mine. Now, just want to add this in here real quick because we're already at September the 1st. So the other individual can understand what's going to happen to them in the next couple of days. Once we reach after the holidays, I'm going to the courthouse and begin my filing. Everything that just happened to us between here and all the nonsense that we've been going through over these individuals, Mr. Fernando, you're getting blamed for all of it. Because you initiated the rumor. You started it. You spearheaded the campaign. You started all this. Not saying the rest of them are not going to get anything. They are going to get something from it. But everything that we have, that we went through, he's going to get hit with the hardest. Because he's the one who started all this mess. If it wasn't for you going in and starting rumors about my company, these other gentlemen wouldn't have popped on there and started carrying on and acting up because they didn't know who you were. They didn't know who I was at the end of the day. And you basically went in and coached them into doing all this. Now, as for them, if they think at the end of the day that they're getting out scot-free, no, you're not getting out scot-free. You're going to get jail time and you're definitely getting sued because you knew the difference between right and wrong. Someone comes up to me and tells me something about somebody, I'm not going down that road at all, period. I may rather talk to that person first or just forget about it because it's none of my business and I don't care. So that's what most people do. But you guys went along with it too. So you're going to get the same thing. He's going to get far worse, but your guys are going to get some of this too. But when we go to the courthouse, we're going to explain to, when we file all the charges and get everything ready, that all this started, even the new message we just received from this individual who contacted my office, carrying on about making threats about contacting zoning and making false accusations of me living in this place. I'm going to go in and file charges against you, but also to let the courts know that all that extended from Mr. Fernando. He triggered all that off. So I told you at the end of the day that if anyone contacts us in this stage that we're going through, you're getting blamed for it all. Everything. Because none of this would have triggered off if it wasn't for you starting it to begin with. Just want to give you that at the end of the day. So when I go down there to file this with the FBI, your name will be brought up and your address will be brought up also too. And your business. Everything will be brought up. When I file the charges, you'll be added in with this mess. And you can sit there and say, well, I wasn't the person who made the phone call. You were the person who basically initiated this nonsense to begin with. You started this rumor. That's why you're being sued. And that's why you're going to get blamed for all the stuff that they did. And they're going to get prosecuted altogether. So good luck on that. Just right down on Wednesday, and I'm going to check back over in zoning, see if we got that call in, and get that too and take it over there. But just a simple fact of you just calling my office and making that threat, and we have you on voice recording also too, it's an open and shut case right there. You don't call my business threatening me, making false accusations against my company. So we got you guys in trouble the first time. You don't learn anything. Let me see. That one we got already. What else we got? Zombies? Oh yeah, because they know I love zombies. Zombies, 20-stick fighters. So they got my little Cadillac category, what I like. There's certain games I play a lot of. So they basically put all the games that I like. So if I like zombie games, they put all the zombie games that they have in their list up here for me to play. Which that's what I love about PC. So anything involved with zombies. I play Killing Floor. Killing Floor is pretty good. What the heck is Apocalypse? Oh, crap. All right. This is the reason why I love it when they do this. What do we got going on here? What the heck is this? Also, it's a car driving around slamming into zombies. Buying it. What's the way to run for it? Oh, that's it? Oh, yeah, it's like $6. Let's see if we run this baby. We should run it with no problem. Oh, yeah. The operating system starts with Windows 7. This is a piece of cake to run. Oh, we're buying it. Gotta put you guys down for a minute. I'm buying this right now. I'm playing this tonight. This is pretty cool. Yeah, look at it crunch. Yeah. I'm getting this right now. Let me see. Add to cart. Shopping cart. Yeah, definitely. Yippee-ki-yay. Buying this right now. Let me see. Yes, one purchase to me. That's what I love about that, man. They're just going there. I didn't know they can just basically stop the games I like. They know I love zombie games. Thank you very much. Yes, install. Oh, and I earned 635 points just for that game. That's what I love about that. 600. Oh, my balance is 2,900. And I'm going to get my whatchamacallit right now. I'm going to get something for my points. So there it is. I just bought it. And look what they gave me. They gave me, now my balance was at 400 because I paid 3,000 points for the logo. So when the logo comes on in Steam, you can change your logo. That whole with the controller, whatever, you can go change that to anything you want. Like, if the PS5 comes on, it goes, you can change that. That's what I love about this. So I'm going to go to our point store and see what we can buy. Go to our point store. This is already loading up. So I'm going to come over here. I didn't even check if they were ran by controller. I do keyboard and mouse anyway, so it doesn't make a difference. Oh, we go to our point shop. So what goes on in the point shop. Boom. Yay! We got points. Yay! I should buy some more. Buy something else and get some more points. Let me see. I'm going back to the store. No, I'm going back to my wish list. I'm going to store and wish list. I'm going to buy something else. Get some more points. I want 3,000 points. If I'm getting that much of a game that costs $6, but they gave me like 600 something points for like a game that cost me around roughly it cost me roughly around $6. So what do I want next? Let me see. This cool shooter over here. That game is like 50 cents. 50 cents. And I have paid 50 cents for games, and they were freaking amazing. That's what I love about the whole shopping on PC. Now, see, y'all shop too. Y'all do the same thing we do. But at one point, when I had my, what was it called? My steampunk gaming PC. That's why I built it, because I didn't like the DRM that they had with the, they were going to give you, Xbox and PS5 were going to do DRM. And I figured if I'm going to do DRM, I'd rather do it on PC, especially in a system I don't have to upgrade or nothing. And while my friends sat in line to buy their games over at GameStop, I was home downloading all my stuff. That's what I liked about PC. Now, your console systems download games now, but the sad thing about it is you don't have the hard drive space for it. That's the jacked up thing about it, which I don't understand. If you're getting rid of the physical copy and you're going to digital copies, then why in the world wouldn't you put a mass on the hard drive? And for those of you sit there and say, well, we got the cloud. Yeah, good luck with all that. Good luck with the cloud. I don't use it. I don't touch the cloud at all. I don't go near it. But good luck with all that. Yep. Knock yourself out. But anyway, but still, the games they have now, they take 340, 75, 150, 160 gigs. They take a lot. So if they're taking that much, and you know you're going to be doing a lot of digital downloads because now you go to your store and you buy all your stuff, now your hard drive space capacity is poor, extremely poor. And when I get people get upset with me talking about, oh, but you have the ability to change that. Yeah, you do. You can change it to 4 terabytes. But that 4 terabytes is expensive. That thing costs nearly as much as you paid for the system. Like I said, if you want to go with a cheap third party and stick that in there, something on your motherboard, and think nothing's going to go wrong, maybe it'll work, maybe it won't go work, but that's right on top of your motherboard, which means anything may go wrong in there. I'd rather have a port burnout than a motherboard issue. So you're going to have to spend the $350. And that ain't the worst of your nightmares. That's not the worst of your power supply, and the ability of not being able to conduct air properly through the system is a big problem you're going to have. Because all those little holes are going to get clogged up with dust. Dust filters through PCs all the time. Your system, on the other hand, how do you clean it if dust gets in it? You're going to have to take apart the system to do it. Or not, we just snap off a door and we're done. That's it. But you guys are a little different when it comes to console systems, and I know because I've had to clean a few of them off. Yeah, so the way they designed, well, the Xbox 360 was easy to clean because you had to do is just take off the top and clean it. All the other systems were easy to clean. But the new systems they do allow you to get access to the hard drive. But your stickers, because I know I got to take one apart, your stickers are sitting right where the power supply is at. So how do you fix that? Because that machine's going to suck in dust. And that power supply is sitting in this little metal cage with all these little holes in it, and that's going to get clogged up. So how do you clean it without basically voiding your warranty? Or just sit there and just wait for your system to overheat and burn out, which you should have put in a bigger case. So that's what I don't understand by the hard drive. And the fact that you have to pay for that. You have to pay for the hard drive. I got to pay for that hard drive space. That thing came with 2 terabytes in it already. I'm not paying for no hard drive space for that. I don't have to. When I build my PC, I can select the hard drive I want, not what someone else's choose. That's why I don't buy it in the day. But yeah, I can go in and say, okay, if I want to do like something crazy like 15 terabytes, I can stick it on my machine. 20 terabytes, and stick it on my machine. I have that option. But you don't have that with console. That's the part that I really don't like. They don't want you to have too much control. You pay for your subscription. I pay for my subscription over here for the Sony. I pay for the ability to go stream games and all that other stuff on there. I pay for all that. On here, I don't pay for a subscription. As long as I got internet, it works. If I don't have internet, I can still play my games. You don't pay that subscription to one of that game system, they shut down a lot of your stuff. You don't have access to it no more. So it's something to think about. But am I looking forward to any games on the PS5? No, there's nothing on there I want. It really isn't. Majority, even for the Xbox, not to just lean on the PS5 all the time, but even the Xbox systems. Are there any games on there I want? No. I can literally get them on PC. Waiting for this to load here. Yeah, it's just yeah, it ain't the same hype anymore like it used to have. Console doesn't have the same hype anymore. It really doesn't. It's died out. It has. I don't even see the purpose of them building the next gen system. There's no point at all. Period. It doesn't have the same hype anymore. It really doesn't. I think they hit their peak when they had Halo and Gears of War and all those other games they were playing. And Call of Duty, yeah, I understand, it's a big topic game. Fortnite, all that stuff at the end of the day. I understand all that, but it's not the same anymore. There was a different feeling when you had a Genesis system or you had an NEC. It was a whole different feeling than what you have for these systems you have now. You didn't have all the apps and all the little downloads, and you didn't have any of that stuff. It was basically hardcore gaming. That's what it was. Remember getting the case and popping it open. You get a little booklet with it. You can read through it and look at all the graphic art. And you don't even have it anymore. It's all digital download now. You don't even have a collection anymore. You have a digital download. And can you sell it? You can't sell it. We can sell these, so you can actually sell your account. You can sell your account through Steam. They allow you to sell them. I actually sold a couple accounts. I've had it for a very long time. I accumulated a ton of games on it, and I switched over to console. I thought I wasn't going to be going back to PC, and I sold my account. So it doesn't have the same hype anymore, but it doesn't. What do we got right here in the collection? Don't get me wrong, I love console. I've been around console for a very long time. ColecoVision. Yeah, I remember ColecoVision. Having a ColecoVision. I remember when the TurboGrafx 16s, when they first came out. Box Adventures. Guy with the big old head just smashing this stuff with his head. Like, oh shoot, what the freak is that? The TurboGrafx 16. It took little cartridges, just like little credit cards that you would slide into the front. And then they had the CD-ROM that you can connect onto it. And you had the Neo Geo arcade system that literally had a memory card that you can take out of your console system and stick it into the arcade and download and save your games, because the same arcade board that you had in the Neo Geo was actually in your console system. That's why they were so massive. I remember when the N64 came out. I remember waiting in line for the N64. I remember when Donkey Kong Country came out on NES, Super NES. I remember playing Grand Theft Auto on the Genesis. I mean, yeah, I remember basically when Fox News came, some newscast came, how violent the game was. I had no idea how bad it was going to get. Remember when Mortal Kombat first came out. I remember playing E.T. on Atari 2600. Or playing Pong, again, on a system called Tandy Corporation's, their computer system, way before you had your Radio Shack. You remember a game system called Atom? I do, had one too. Atom was the ultimate gaming computer system. Thing had cassette tapes that recorded with cassette tapes and floppy drives. Remember that survival game they had for the Apple? I forgot the game what it was called, but some kind of pioneer game. I played that in school on a floppy disk. That shows you how old I am, how long I've been around technology. I was blessed to be around technology all the time. Reel-to-reel players, 8-track players, and all that stuff. I've seen everything. 45s, 78, 76s, records, all that stuff, everything. For some reason, there's always been around technology. I remember my mom used to have an RCA radio that used to have the big tubes in the back of it. And every time you turn it, make this woo, like it was warming up. Having old TVs with the old tubes, the RCAs, the floor models, when they had the big 27-inch screen. Yeah, we had one of those. And then they came up with the 45s and the 50-inch front projection screens, these big, huge ones. Of course, if you played your game, it would just burn into the system. The plasma TVs when they came out. Sony Vegas. 8-bit graphic cards. All that stuff. So I see a different change in technology than what most people see. See, when I was going to school, we didn't have VCRs. We didn't have digital satellites, or have you guys today. We had reel-to-reel. We had a 35 millimeter. So they bring the 35 millimeter, roll it in, they feed the film through, and they had these old black and white movies like Jane and Hydrant Gene, or Jane and Peer Support, or Jane and Jack and Smoking, and all kinds of stuff. And you had that. The music would sound all kind of crazy because it was going through 35 millimeter film. And every once in a while, the tape, the reel would pop a little bit, and it would just let loose into this all white screen. All the kids would make all kind of animal shadows all over the screen. The teacher would yell at us not to do it. But anyway, yeah, 35 millimeter film on a 1.1 screen. That's my era. Sony Walkman. I remember those when they came out too. I had one of those, a Sony Walkman. Sony CD player, and then they had the Sony CD anti-skip, which still skipped at the end of the day, by the way. Just less, but it just still skipped. and all that crazy stuff. I remember when CDs first came out because I had one. I had Public Enemy on CD. Man, it sounded so crisp and clean, far better than cassette. The TDK cassettes, the boom boxes, the ghetto blasters, whatever you want to call them, had those, been there, done that. I remember when they had the huge headsets, they had the huge AM radio, not FM, AM, and it had the huge antennas on each side. People used to rock those with some skates, some quads. When AM radio actually was more popular. Mono sound. I remember stereo sound when it came out. Gee whiz, I've been around for a while. Yep. Picture-in-picture TVs. Oh man, I remember those. They had the picture-in-pictures. What was the other one they had too? Those were interesting. Oh, the TV and VCR combo. Well, those are nightmares. One broke, the other one broke too with it. Magnavox first flat screen TV that came out. 98%, 99%. That was a. What was I downloading on that thing? I hope I can get a bunch of DLCs with that. I got a bunch of DLCs with that because that was a huge download. Thank you. That ain't coming yet. Oh, I can't wait for this to come out. Can I pre-order this and buy this now? Because that thing looks sick. I want that game so bad. That ain't coming out yet. This one's already out. I want to get some more points. With the metal slug. Enemy resource. Oh, this would do for a floor display. That'd be really nice for a floor display. This ain't coming yet. I gotta wait for this one too. Do I have to have both of these or just one? Is this a DLC? Ugh, it's a DLC. So did I pay for the other one? Mr. Nightmare Body, that pressing the contents based on Streets Rage, CS stream order. I gotta buy the other one. I don't feel like spending $29 for the other game. I know they had this on I have it on the PS system. But I want this downloadable content. I'll get that later. I'm trying to keep it cheap right now. I spent enough money today. This game is 60 cents. How bad can this be at 60 cents? This has me baffled. I had to buy this. Yep, down right there. Down Periscope. I'm buying it. It's 60 cents. How many points are going to give me at 60 cents? Oh, they're going to give me 63 points. Oh, bummer. Still buying it anyway. Yes, install content. Thank you so much. Get me to my library. Yeah, we install right now. Okay, get me to my library. Get me to my store. Here's what we got from my category here. Let me see. We got the VR titles. Of course, I got to build me a machine for that, which that's going to be the Elite system. It's going to be designed for VR. And we're going to buy a VR system with it too. I'm actually going to get the Index 2 VR, full tracking system and everything. So I need something that's going to be separate for that. That VR system, that whole setup's going to cost me money. I got to rent a unit for that. I literally have to rent a space for that VR setup. I'm not going to be bumping in the furniture and stuff at the end of the day. I want an open room, nothing in it, and I just want to basically set up my cable, connect my cable through a loop system, and put the whole floor padded so it's just strictly for VR only. So I can get me a nice little setup, probably roughly for about $300, $400 a month. Nice little setup. I can go in there and hook it up. And that's what I'm going to do for my whole VR setup. I pay rent in multiple locations. Yep. But as for the naysayers, and they're like, I don't believe it. I'm not going to show you what I made this week. I'm not going to show you. It's none of your business, but I made a lot of money. God blessed us. We made a lot of money. He has blessed us. Our Technetic Quasar is selling like crazy. It is selling like crazy. And people are buying, like, they're not buying 1 gallon. They're buying 2 and 3 gallons of that stuff. The Quasar, it's incredible screen paint. Look what it's done. No one can match it. And that's what customers are seeing. This is what's bringing us orders. Those match or better demonstrations because customers are seeing that. To name one company right now that was bold enough to go out there and put a match or better on their product. Anybody. Nobody did it. Only we did it. Because we beat every screen. And that's what we did. If I'm going to test the product and make sure it's the best, I got to challenge myself at the end of the day. So I tested against every screen we can get our hands on. And people are seeing those demonstrations. And they're seeing my confidence level at the end of the day. And again, if you're canceling out, it's just not good. So that's why our product is selling like crazy. On top of that, number one, our Lord and Savior blesses all our orders. So, He makes sure that whatever we need, He takes care of it. But He's the one that gave us the technology. And that technology can't be beat. They're right there, the match or betters. I think we launched another one yesterday, in the dark, which I told you, and I gave fair warning to you screen paint makers out there. I'm being honest with you, and I'm giving you fair warning. You know what we're designed to do. If I tell you that we can literally come into your dark world at the end of the day and take it away from you, we can do that. You can't go against one of my screens in the dark. Are you insane? You can't even go in a fully lit environment. If my screens can thrive in fully lit environments, what kind of nightmares these things can dig up in the dark? We would crush your stuff in the dark easily. You're talking about a screen that's used to absorbing light constantly all the time, inside and outside. Now you take that same screen and you stick it in a dark environment where it doesn't have to fight anything. All I can do is just basically just do what it's designed to do. It's going to crush your stuff. Mind you, a black screen, when it's being hit in a fully lit environment and it's producing a white level, has to be able to generate a high enough white level to be able to produce because the screen is darker. Now you imagine sticking that in a dark environment. I will literally turn your stuff into a white sheet of paper. And then we got this new gamer technology coming out, and that stuff is, we boost. Anytime we do gamer technology, we max everything out because it's gaming technology. When I game, I want everything like eye candy. When I play a game and I fire off a gun in that game, I want to see the muzzle flash. I want to see a nice bright orange, red. I want realistic smoke, and I need a 100% black level. It has to look real. If I'm getting some faded, washed out colors, I can't turn my lights on. It doesn't work with ultra short though projectors. I can't even take it out. It's not even worth my time. I'm wasting my gaming time on something like that. Ooh, what do we got here? I like this. It's a waste of my time. I would never understand how in the world someone can sit there with a gray screen and a PS5 and say, hey, look how amazing the graphics look. It looks like crap. And people get upset. It looks like crap. You're not reading an infinity contrast level. You see all these black levels that pop up on this screen? Guess what? Is any of this coming up gray? Everything that comes up on my monitor comes up black. Then why is it coming up on gray on a gray screen? Jeez. It's just, I get so sick and tired of talking about that over and over again. It is. And a lot of people understand. I get people I talk to, yeah, Mr. Bird, I hear you on camera. I understand 100%. You need that black level. So you're watching Batman. How does that work? How does that even work? Batman's car is black. It's not gray. How does that work when you're watching that and your car's coming up gray? So you're just going to excuse everything else, excuse that, and just accept everything else on the screen. Yeah, okay. This game looks pretty crazy right here. But it's what got me on this, man. I'm thinking it's like an all-out shooter, like World War Z, but it's a strategy where you have to build stuff. Now you do build stuff in World War Z, but it's not like you're actually literally building stuff. Like on this one, you really have to build like Minecraft in a zombie game. It ain't for me. But that's what I understand. That I go to forum sites all the time with gray screen paints, and the first thing they'll say is, well, we see contrast levels. What about with the lights on? Well, projection screens were meant to be used in a dark environment. Yeah, okay, so what about the ultra short throw projectors that are actually designed to replace TVs? How does that work? Well, that's click and leave. Well, that's what? Okay, one just left the room. Oh, there's another one, and another one, and another one, and another one, and another one. Bye-bye. That's what it comes down to. You got to be in the dark. I have never purchased this monitor right here. Do you see me have to be in the dark with this monitor? No, I can have lights on with it. That's the same way your projection screen should be reaction, especially those of you with ultra short throws that are sitting right up on top of a screen with 3,500 lumens or 5,000 lumens on your screen. Even at 1,000 lumens, you still should be able to operate with your lights on. So the sad thing about it is that these projection screen companies can rant all they want. They can brag all they want about having a projector that's close enough to a TV. You will never have it unless you have a proper screen to do it. That's how it works. And if you're thinking it's all on the projector to fix everything, oh, you're in for a rude awakening. You're in for a rude awakening. That's the biggest lie we tell ourselves. Told that one myself when I got the BenQ MS500, which reminds me, I need to buy that projector because it's my first one I got. But yeah, biggest lie you would tell yourself, that the projector's going to fix it all. It ain't going to fix jack. Your screen plays a big part on that. Let me see. That's the problem. Do we have my arcades in here? Where are my arcades? This one's almost downloaded. Looking for my arcades. Oh, we got racing. Racing games. We're doing some shopping today. Shopping. Yeah. That's the way it is. You have to have contrast. Contrast is in everything. You see my screen? You see all this black coming up? This is black coming up. It's black. Can't do this with a gray screen. You can't run this with a white screen. A gunmetal would have a better chance because, again, it's much more darker than your gray and white screens. But still, you're not reading 100% black. And for $5,000 or $3,000 for a screen that I just paid for, and it doesn't do 100% black, that pretty much sucks. What do we got here? No, we don't do that. What's something simple? I like that whole Burnout Paradise thing. Ooh, what are you? Oh, this is free to play? Oh, cool. Gotta play that later on. Definitely. It's gonna be definitely online. Oh, this GTA considered to be a racing game. I have to give me a steering wheel now. I like that whole Burnout Paradise. I love Burnout Paradise. Oh, man. One thing I don't like about racing games is when they make the steering so loose and wobbly, or they make it so basically like it's turning off a rusty valve. It isn't just perfect. I mean, you just hit it and it turns. The Burnout Paradise series, man, the driving on that was freaking amazing. Freaking loved it. And you could do your freaking drift. You tap your gas. I shouldn't hit my computer. Tap your gas, speed up, hit the brake, tap the brake a little bit as you're actually starting to turn. Oh man, I freaking love Burnout Paradise. Best steering wheel I had was a Mad Cat. I still got my Mad Cat steering wheel. Sleeping Dogs. Sleeping Dogs was amazing. I freaking love that game. Okay. Oh, this is free to play too? Man, that's what I love. We got a lot of games in that are free to play. So you basically start off with your system. Oh, that looks pretty good too. It's probably online too. Oh, yeah. Rage. I like the first Rage. The second Rage was horrible. I thought it was horrible. Maybe some people liked it. I thought it was actually horrible. Need for Speed Heat. I'm gonna check that out. I'm a big Need for Speed fan. I like the Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. I think that was the best one they ever made. I love Hot Pursuit. I used to play that for hours on the PS2. And it's a PS1, sorry about that. And you would put in the code Rocket to get that special car that the cops couldn't even catch. Oh, I used to love that game so much. I actually still have mine. I have my PS1 and I still have Need for Speed on it, the first one. We got VR, multiplayer controller. All the games that run on your controller. Legends. Let me see. I want a, let me see. Give me a space shooter. I want a retro. Games. Now, for the nosy people who want to sit there and say, but I thought you're supposed to. I am working at my office and mind your own business at the end of the day. You go do what you do at the end of the day. What do you think that PC is being built for? It's being built for a retro system, so basically I can hook it up and do videos off of it for basically my setup. And I actually have my technology sitting over there. What you need to worry about whether or not your screen can withstand an apex predator technology. If you can take it, which you won't. And I'm not going to bother wasting my time. So when you can't take a Quasar, you definitely won't take that. Yeah, you can't even take an 8, a Supreme 8, so there's no point in me wasting my time. I got other things to do. I got my time right now needs to be spent on basically building my foundation and work on everything that has to be done, and basically from there, getting my stuff into showrooms and everything from there. See, I don't waste time. Got my business cards and everything all done, which is when they're dirty because I had it in my pocket. There we go. Get my business cards and everything done. My brochures are coming in next. And my new hoodie for my company, customized bags and everything. I even got a customized paintball that has a neon light down the side of it. It's sick. You're like, oh my goodness, where did you get that from? Wouldn't you like to know? So I don't have time to entertain people who can't back their products. If you cancel against me, I'm not coming near your stuff. This is a waste of my time. Why would I care? Besides, I'm not interested in screen paints. I'm really not. We don't consider y'all to be, and they get mad when I say this, but again, to match your betters. This is what I understand. You complain because you say on camera that I think I'm better than everybody else. I didn't say I was better than everybody else. I proved that I was because I did all the test demonstrations to show my product was better. That's why we had the match your better demonstrations. If you want to basically get my attention, cursing at me, screaming at me, committing crimes, and going to jail, getting sued is not going to help you. What would help you is to roll up your sleeves and get to work. Beat the demonstrations. That's it. That's all you got to do. This is for certified. This is for screen paint. It's for everybody. Just beat them. Because if you don't, and by the time that ad tech technology hits, you're in a lot of trouble. Because now you got a screen that absorbs sunlight. And how do you beat that? Well, good luck on that one. We got people who sat there and made claims of having that, and they still can't make it because it's been there since 2023. October, I think, of 2023. Someone was supposed to be trying to make it. We know who, doesn't mention it. But October 23, and it hasn't been done yet. You know why? Because they can't do it. They can't even make their own stuff correctly. So if you got screens sitting around in dark, ambient light controlled environments, how the heck are you going to take on sunlight? There you go. They can't even achieve the ceiling challenge yet. So again, yeah, there you go. And they get mad at me talking about, oh, he thinks he's better than everybody else. Well, show me something that we haven't taken on. Because, I get kind of bored after once in a while, and that's what happened. I literally used to go into rants on my YouTube channel. We don't got nothing else? There's nothing else to take my screen. You remember those? We had to go over to Ireland to pick up a screen over there. Smartest Surface. It still wouldn't be to take on one of our screens. Do you see these guys searching, looking for screens to take on their products? No, they're too busy canceling out. That's why. Ooh, Killer Instinct. Ooh, it's a good game. It's free? What the freak? It's freaking free. See what I'm talking about? It's free. You have to pay for that. So they get mad at me at the end of the day because they're saying that, blah, blah this and blah, blah that. All right, whatever. Just cry about it. That's pretty much what you do best anyway. You just cry about it. You don't do anything else. I'm sitting there building me a whole entire gaming rig to set up for my Apex new gaming technology, remodifying a PS5 and building an Elite's PC to show off this new technology. What are you doing? I came here, established my office, started building my foundation, got my business cards set up, updating my website, in the process of building me another third website. What are you doing? Nothing at all, but just complaining and crying on your channel. That's what you do. And then you want to get mad at everybody else. It's everybody else's fault at the end of the day. I can't stand crybabies. I can't. I wasn't raised that way. I can't stand crybabies. My dad never put it with it. My mom never put it with it. If you're going to do something, you do it. You don't, shut up. Go in another room. That's how they work. If you're going to do something, you do it at 100%. You get it done right. Don't slack off. Don't do it lazy. Don't cut corners. Get it done right. See the difference on how I was raised? There you go. I don't give myself excuses at the end of the day. I don't sit there and go, oh, well, we can't. No, I get it done. That 250-inch screen, that thing was a monster to put in. That thing was 16 bolts that ran into that porch. And then I had to drop another 10 corkscrews into the earth to plant that thing. I had to sit there and do all this math to figure out how in the world we're going to get the screen to basically, because there's no frame on it, because we can't put a frame on it, because every time the wind would come down the driveway, it'd shake the whole house. That's what the 180s were doing. So how do we hang a 250-inch screen that when the wind hits it, it pulls flat every single time? That screen wasn't actually hitting flat. It was actually on an angle slightly. So when the wind hit it, it would constantly go straight. And that means I had to have a constant flow of air to keep the screen straight. You figure that out. That was a lot of freaking work. So no, do you see me crying on camera? No, I got it done. Built the screen, put it up, even took the thing down, recoded it, put it back up again. 3 different times. When I was on my knees putting them cruising, the ground was wet. My knees were soaking wet. I was cold. I was being eaten by mosquitoes. Every time I went outside and do a demonstration, I was eaten by mosquitoes for every single demonstration. I've been out in the cold doing demonstrations where you can literally see carbon dioxide come from your mouth and your fingers feel like they're going to snap in half. Been out in extreme heat. The AdTech technology, do you know how many times I had to go out in the middle of a heat wave to show a demonstration every single hour to make sure that stuff was working while I was getting cooked outside while I was doing it? You don't even understand artwork. And every demonstration I did while I was in that house, I had lung disease, which means when I was behind camera, most of the times I didn't feel like being behind camera. I didn't even want to do the demonstration, but you see me complaining about it? No, I went and got the job done. So you look at every demonstration from when I was living in the blue house, I was suffering from lung disease. I could barely breathe. My chest was killing me 24 hours around the clock. In fear that being in this house by myself, that I was going to collapse and die in there and no one was going to be able to get to me. I was dealing with anxieties and all that stuff, depression, everything. Did you see me cry about it on camera? No, I got it done. So when I see people sitting there crying about their work, excuse me if I can't show you pity. Crybabies. You're crybabies. That's what you are. You're crybabies. Now, and here, I'm building 8 different forms of screen paints. I've got screen over here that I just purchased, the new wallpaper surface I'm working on right now. I got a screen over there that I'm working on that has this light system installed into it for a new form of projector mapping hologram screen we're working on. I'm over here building my computers and all the technology I need at the end of the day. I'm working on 2 different spaces that I'm renting out at the exact same time. And you guys sitting there crying about it? You got time to boohoo on channel? Oh my goodness. Sad. Really sad. I like this game. It's freaking me out because she's got a halo and she's got wings. What the heck is that all about? Yeah, we're not doing this. It's like we're actually in hell. That's what it looks like. We're actually in hell. We're not doing that. That's creepy. But anyway, yeah, and that's what I said. Excuse me if I don't sit there and go, oh, Mr. and feel sorry for you, because I don't feel sorry for you. We developed around 400. I was talking to this guy. He says, so this is a technology you guys make. Like, how many have you made? 480 something screen paints, all tested and displayed on YouTube. That's on one page. The other page is growing at 90 now. I even have technology on my site that we haven't even gotten around to making yet. And right now I have to sit here and choose which ones we're going to do next. The Quasar's done. We're working on the gamer. And I'm doing the portable screens at the same time. And I got to go buy those projectors. And I have to go buy the Bluetooth speakers to make sure everything's running, everything works right. And I have to go rent out places to go take these products at and projects at to go display them in different environments and set all that up and pay for the lift and all that stuff to get all that done. It's a lot of work. And yet you have people on YouTube crying about me. Get to work. Unbelievable. I swear, if I was your boss, I'd fire you by now. I really would fire you. Get to work. I'm pretty sure at the job you're working, you can't do that crying and complaining. That boss over there is not going to tolerate that nonsense. He doesn't want to see you crying and carrying on. Get to work. Jeez. So yeah, excuse me if I don't sit there and get in your little pity party at the end of the day, Crowcast, 3 grown men in a room crying at the end of the day about me. That's how sad it is. And while you guys are sitting there crying, I'm building stuff. And you can't sit there and say at the end of the day, well, your product's what? I got cancellations. That's the end of the story. Done. What do you want here? I want more points, but I want something like, I want a shooter. I just can't understand how people cry all the time about something. Get it done. You know. Ooh, what's this right here? Yellow taxi. $16. Looks pretty cool, though. I can't get into excuses. I just can't do it. I can't. When you feel like an elephant sitting on your chest and you can barely breathe, every single day you get up. I had to go through a ritual every day to get up to function. I had to take Mucinex because I had so much mucus that would lock up in my chest. It just felt like I had like a huge stone in the center of my chest. That's what it felt like. Barely being able to breathe, barely being able to talk on camera, to try to keep it all together. And my mind's racing at 100 miles an hour that I could be dying on camera. That we need to call the paramedics. We need to call 911. I had so many paramedics going in and out of my house. They knew my place by heart when they would walk in there. When I got off camera, I had to sit down. I had to listen to AMSR because it would calm down my anxieties that were going on, that was telling me that I was suffocating. And I would take a couple of cough drops, so the cough drops would deal with it because I can feel that vapor pushing through my nose. It just felt like I'm breathing new air. It's a mental thing at the end of the day, but you gotta learn to deal with it. And I had to listen to the AMSR and watch something. So I watched a lot of shows on how do you build this and how do you build that and history and stuff like that because I kept my mind occupied someplace else. And I put my Christian music on. I had all that going on at the same time to keep my mind someplace else. And then finally my system would sit down and relax. And then I go back to work. Go back and process my orders and get my customers taken care of. So, excuse me if people out there feel at the end of the day that, you know, I don't have a right to talk about my product being the best. I earned that right to be there. My Lord knows exactly what I had to sacrifice and how hard I had to work to get there. And then, of course, Bushy Pants came along and made life a lot more easier because it takes a lot of my stress off me. That's why he's registered as an emotional support animal. And I'm pretty sure if the Lord put on you the same thing that I went through with that whole lung disease thing, and see how well you do. Ooh, this looks pretty good. But I don't like to see Devil Blade reboot. Why I gotta put things with the devil's name in? Like, well, that's the reason I don't play Devil May Cry. There's no devil in it. Jeez, that was a pretty good shooter though. I ain't touching it. I won't even touch Devil Ham. Red Devil Primer. Like, why would you put the devil's name in it? And then you put a tail with the freaking pointy. Really, seriously? What are we glorifying at the end of the day? Oh, this is coming soon? Oh, this looks pretty good. It's got that kind of arcadey look to it. Kind of like that. Yeah. And go through all that. Outside the 250-inch screen, mosquitoes. I got attacked by when I was out there doing the 250s. Oh my goodness, man. Man, like thousands of bites all over me by the time I got in the house, man. Skin felt like was burning because I got bit so many times. Freaking craziness, man. Just to get stuff done. Come out here, I defend my company. I debunk all those who do dirt against my business. I can do that. I can come out and defend my company and build technology at the same time. I can literally come out here and show you guys exactly what you're doing wrong and how you're scamming and how you're ripping people off at the same time and developing technology in my head. That's why when you see me do these demonstrations and the next day, boom, we come out with this new technology. Hey, we got this, so and so and so, blah, 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 blah. I can design that while I'm crushing you at the same time. Our technology is endless. Anything we want, we have it. We got a new gunmetal technology coming out pretty soon. That stuff's gonna be fun. I can't wait to start working with that stuff right there. And now we got dedicated gaming technology. And right now working on immersive, 2 different versions of immersive technology I'm working on. One basically is immersive screens on the water, which we've done this before, but I'm also working with interactive technology and software to be able to manipulate objects on the surface and to get in our screen paint to work with that infrared, because it already works with the projector mapping quite well. So that's the next stage, because my monitor that I'm building, because this is not my monitor, this was bought basically so I can operate the projector mapping technology that I have over there. That's what it's for. You have to have 2 monitors to run this. My screen that's coming in covers this desk. So it is a 36 or 38 by 24 piece of plexiglass that's coated with AdTech technology. And there is a system that sits over top of it where a projector sits on top of it. It's a Dell portable 500 lumen projector. And then there's another camera that sits on the other side, and that produces a software that we have to connect the Dell into that smaller camera, and that smaller camera allows for the image to project onto the table, which allows me to take a pen and write and move things around, slide things around my fingers. That's what I'm working on. So this isn't even done yet. This is just basically monitor here for the time being for my projector mapping, but my actual desk covers from my screen covers from here to here. It's all touch screen. I'm building it. And the coding we developed can interact with our technology. No, we don't want that. Get back to what I was watching. So that's what I'm working on. And then you guys, the people, the haters, at the end of the day, you're still working on screen paints. Same paint, put on the wall. That's basically about it. That's all. Yeah, for me, I've been there and done that. I've made so much screen paint in my timeline that it's now time for me to develop screens. I want to design different screens. I'm tired of seeing the same flat screen over and over and over again. Something different has to change. It's so boring. It's the same thing. They come with the same flat screen, the same projector, the same dark environment. It's the same stuff over and over again. If you don't believe me, look at the Epson LS800 compared to the P2 projector. Look at the environments. It's the same thing, literally. Same thing. Same circuit show every single time. Nothing different. Show me something different. Show me this freaking huge 200-inch or 100-inch or 150-inch wraparound screen, something crazy at the end of the day. Show me something different. That's why I like the curved screens. Curved screens were always doing something different. I got bored of the curved screen. I developed a screen called an out curve and went the opposite way out. I even have the screen that's shaped like a funnel. It's a tube screen that we engineered, we designed. I mean, they're doing the same stuff over and over again. For goodness sakes, these massive giant projectors, these ultra short throws. How about you make something small, like a small ultra short throw? You know how cool that would be at the end of the day? I've seen one. I've actually seen the LG has one, but it's 500 lumens. I only do so much with 500 lumens. We can only do so much with 500 lumens. And then there's another ultra short throw, but it's only sold in Japan. It's made by Sony. You can get those on eBay. They're like $500 or $600. How come we don't have a 235.1 motorized projection screen? I would love to have a 235.1 motorized projection screen. Tension 2? Yeah, but you know, if they make it, you know what's going to cost you? It's going to cost you a lot of money if they make this stuff for you. If you want that 235.1 inflatable screen, you want a 235.1 motorized screen, what is that going to cost you at the end of the day? A whole lot of money, isn't it? Yep. And it's probably going to be a white screen at the end of the day. They're going to nickel and dime the daylights out of you and charge you maybe $7,000, $8,000 for a white screen, and then as it goes up in the color shades, it's going to cost you so much money, it's not even funny. It's going to be one of those, oh, maybe if I win the lottery, I can get one. That scenario. Where us, on the other hand, will be developing that technology, and our technology will be far more advanced than any screen on the market, and it'll be far cheaper than everybody else. There you go. Also, too, I'm setting aside $1,000 because they do soup kitchens out here, so I do want to donate some money to the soup kitchens, and that's what I'm planning to do for Christmas. I'm going to be working in a soup kitchen, helping other people out. I told you the main purpose of my company and what I'm building. And again, people who base at the end of the day to serve the devil don't want to see this happen, but it's going to happen. You can't stop God. The purpose of my technology is to be able to help other people out, and that's what I'm going to do with it. We reach those big contracts, majority of my money is going to go into helping other people out, and also too to let them know that we got our technology from God to glorify His name. Everything we build is all going to be Christian based. Everything is to glorify God. And we know the devil doesn't like that, and he's going to have to deal with it because, again, you got to go through my Lord and Savior first, and that's not going to happen at all, period. Wait. What the heck is that? That's a strategy? They blew up a building. What does that look like? Can't stop destiny. You can't stop it. It's like Legos. Excuse me, chopper popping in. Tank commandos. Oh, that is freaking cool. This is probably the ones where you have the point where you want the attacks at. That's pretty much how it's done. I like these strategy games. They're actually pretty good. I'm going to put this on my wish list. I'm definitely getting that on my wish list. Put it on there. Yay! Because I do like that in the day. If you want it, you got to work hard for it. That's how it works. And just get it easy. You got to work for it. And for me, what's most important for me is the fact that I do everything God's way. Yesterday, I remember when the weirdo contacted me with that nonsense and started carrying on and acting up, I came back on camera and let him know from the door, we'll have your information in no time at all. And I'm going to go right over to the FBI. I got your email you contacted my business with, not me, my company you contacted. And on top of that, I'll go down to the zoning and get your threat that you said you were going to make toward my business, making false accusations. And Mr. Fernando, if I come online, if any of my people are online and they get back to me and say that you started a rumor that I'm living in my office, I'm personally going to come to California and swear a warrant for your arrest. You're already going to jail already. I'm already in the process when holidays are over of going in and executing everything I need to execute to have whatever process server I have to get at the end of the day to come to your front door and get you ready for court. But this right here, you start that nonsense, this is actually going to cause even more problems for you. And I will come to California. I'll have a representative come to California and get a warrant for your arrest. So, you better hope I don't find anything. You're already in enough trouble as it is, man. Stop digging holes at the end of the day. I don't know who in your right mind or who you're talking to has told you that you're not going to get charged for anything you have done. Yeah, you have lost your mind at the end of the day. Touching my copyrights alone, it gets send you to jail. Let me see. Oh, look at this one right here. Sponsored VR racing. That's what that looks like. But yeah, so no sooner than I sat there and said that you can't take away anything that God has blessed me to have. And this guy's been trying for years. I mean, for years. Mind you how long Fernando has been around. Crow has been around. And all the slander campaigns he's did against my company. Have we gone anywhere? Have you claimed we're going to be homeless? You claimed that a company's going to be broke, that it was going to go under. No, this actually is happening to him. His landlord is going to find out about the process servers. He's going to know. They're going to contact him. They have to get through that gate he has over there. So they're going to contact whoever owns the building. And he's going to ask him, why are process servers coming to the building? Now, you can sit there and say, if you sit there and say, well, this is guy harassing me, well, the processors can give him my information and I will have a nice long talk with him and share with him anything he needs at the end of the day. And guess what that's going to do for you? That gets you an automatic eviction out of the building. Now, you sat there and said out of your mouth to me that I was going to be homeless, but it's the other way around. You're now going to be homeless. You said my business was going to go under, that you were going to destroy it. Your business now went under and got destroyed. You said that I was going to jail. You're going to jail. See, when I tell you at the end of the day about things you say to Christians at the end of the day can turn around and just happen to you, there you go. You haven't learned anything. There you go. What the heck is this? Oh, Payday. I was never good at Payday. Good game, too. I was never good at it. Yeah. What do we got here? Guns of Fury. Why not have I played this game already? Is it free? This isn't out yet. Oh, it was pretty good. Look, a Metal Slug kind of setup. Oh, it's like a Metal Slug setup. Oh, add to your wish list. It's not even out yet. Oh, man. Really? Look at that. Yeah. I like these games. Anything like Metal Slug. I love Metal Slug. Oh, it's just like Metal Slugs. Look at this. Are you kidding me? You get mech suits. Look at that. That's insane. This is what I'm talking about. These are the kind of games I love so much. I do love these games. I had a Neo Geo, that's why. It reminds me of Neo Geo. Oh, when are you coming out? When are you coming out? Look at this. That's crazy. Xbox and PlayStation controllers work. Oh yeah, fantastic. Single player, yeah. Specs are going to be pretty much easy. Up Windows 7. The minute is Windows 7, that's a pass. We can error specification letter. It'll be pretty easy. But that's freaking amazing. Oh man, did we put on the wish list? We did get on the wish list. Yes, I'm getting that. The minute that comes out, I'm getting that. I'm definitely getting. It's planned. Didn't say when. Oh please, I can't wait to get that one. That is freaking sick. When I saw it over there, I was like, oh, are you kidding me? That does remind me of Metal Slug.
For a big company, small company, medium size.
G.I. Joe?
Way to talk to each other and learn as it goes. That's the Jim and I.
Oh, that's the monster game. You get to tear stuff open. I have that for the other PC underneath me. I have that game. That game is really cool. I already have that already. Having a heat wave, tropical heat wave. Do 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 do. And guess what? Labor Day, which I'll be working on Labor Day, because I got a lot to do. I'm hoping that storage unit is open on Labor Day because I need to transport all that stuff over there. Oh, Wednesday is going to be a crazy day. We got supplies coming through. I got to rebuild that structure. I still got to go back and finish the work at the other place. I got customers' orders I got to take care of at the same time. Then I got to go around the other places and give out my business cards because the RV dealership wants the business card. They said as soon as I get them, bring it over, and I bring them over a business card because we're going to do a whole setup with them. Then we did the art gallery we checked out. We're going to be over there too because we got approved. They want us over there to do demonstrations. And they want to do their windows with ad tech. We're even doing ad tech here. So yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. It is. Ooh, what Pac-Man is this? Huh. I'm a big fan of Pac-Man. 2015. Oh, that's different. Oh, I don't think I want to do that. Let me try Project Raiden. I'm doing a couple top shooter games. Back up. So I'm just downloading the games from my system. So once I take this thing apart, we'll have all the games already loaded into it. Well, not all of them, just mostly. I want a good amount of games. I do it. Oh wow! Now, for the other people, I say, well, why is your cat there? My cat goes anywhere I go. See that right there? That's his bubble bag right there. That's where I transport him in. Does he like it? Yeah. No, he doesn't like it. He's still not used to that thing. He gets a little tiny blanket in there. I put in there with him. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be taking him out in a few because we got to go someplace. But he got his little blanket in there and he covers up. And that's pretty much. He really doesn't stick his head around and look or anything. Period. So that's his transporter bag when I take him home. And here he has his scratching post. He has his water dish and food, which all has to be empty and put in the containers because we don't want any bugs. And he has his little huddle home, his little place he likes to go into because even when he's here and I have clients and people come over, he's not a friendly cat at the end of the day. He doesn't want to be bothered by people. So he has a little area back there, his little cave he goes into, and that's his spot he needs to be at. He goes under his blanket. And he has the same setup every place. Any place I go at where this cat goes with me, he has the same setup. Water dish, scratching post, everything there. He does a scratching post when he's nervous. I know he does that from time to time. Gets a little jittery, so he needs his post. So everything he needs is in every place. Even at my sister's place, and he's never hardly ever there, but there's a scratching post there. They got food for him, water, everything he needs. Because that's how you take care of your pets at the end of the day. I can't imagine taking my pet somewhere and they have to go to the bathroom, something they have to do, and they can't do it because I'm in there jabbling, having a conversation with somebody. I feel they're going to be uncomfortable. So I keep everything on me. Keep a little bag on me that has all his stuff in, his food, everything, like a little baby bag. So anytime I got to take them, any place I go or any place I'm going to visit somebody, they always make sure Taco's taken care of. But yep, that's his bubble bag. To get him used to that thing was interesting because I had to set it on the floor. I couldn't shove him in it because he'd claw me up. I had to do it where he's ready to use it. And that's how I learned it. That's why it's easy to put him in there. So when I first got it for him, I put it down on the floor and he wouldn't go near it at all, period. Because I guess he felt he was being trapped in there. And then one day I found him just in there rolling around and playing and carrying on. So he got used to it and zipped it up and took him around and he was good with it. Let me see. I'm hoping he said that dumb nonsense on YouTube. I'm hoping that Jamie went and said some nonsense about me living in this place. Because, man, I'm going to hit you so hard with that. And I think that's the first one I think I'm going to hit him with. I got so much stuff we're going to hit him with lawsuits. But I think I'm going to hit him with that one next. After we hit him with that defamation for using my pictures without my permission, my copyright, suing for that, I'm definitely going to hit him with it. He's made any other comments, anything you said about me, literally anything you said in your YouTube channel about me that you can't back up, I'm going to sue you for it. Anything you say, anything that comes up, I'm going to sue you for it. Let me see. Ooh, can we get this already? Is this on my list? What's this right here? Oh, it's not coming out till 2025. God, it's Double Dragon. All right, we're gonna wait till 2025. I just want some more points. Just want more points. Can we get some more points? Oh, that's creepy. I'm just asking for that at the end of the day. Super creepy. Nope, I'm not keeping any of the money that comes from lawsuits. We'll get some of the money from them. We are. They're not broke. We're gonna get some money from them. But all that money's going to charity. I don't want it. I don't want a dime of it. It's going to all go to charity. It's going to go to people. Really? Why don't we name it after a warlock? It's a good game. Really, seriously. Oh, yeah, this reminds you of Doom a little bit. Which I stopped playing. I literally stopped playing Doom. I was a big fan of Doom. And so one day I was running through the hallways and I realized, I was like, wait a minute. Was I thinking what it was? It was an upside down cross on fire. You know what that stands for, right? That ain't a good symbol. Yeah. And you wonder why you're hearing whispers in your house. That's why. You're inviting things in. Gotta be careful what you buy. At the end of the day, you invite something in there. You say, oh, shoot. You look around like, oh, you got that in there? Let me go walk on in there. People kill me at the end of the day that they think that the devil is not going to enter their home. He's going to try to enter your home. Try. What game is this right here? He's going to try to enter your home. Yes, he is. He's going to try to enter your home. Unless you're basically a Christian at the end of the day, he ain't going near you with a 10-foot pole. Because he don't want to be around you. You got too many angels in there. You don't want to be bothered with that. Oh, this looks hot. I like this. We're getting this. Look at it. Look at it. Yes. All right. What we got here? Not bad for the price. Oh yeah. Yeah, we can run all this with no problem. Easy McCheesy. We are buying today. I gotta turn it down. I'm messing with my information. Add it to the cart. So it shall be. But yeah, you invite things into your home. That's what you do. You understand? Every time you walk outside your door, there are demons and angels sitting right out there looking at you. Every day. Every single day. You know you're in a bidding war. You know that, right? You do know your soul is in a bidding war. And yet people get so caught up in the world with all the technology and everything that's going on, they kind of forget about that part. Yeah, you're in a bidding war. If you had the ability to be able to see what's in front of you every single day, you would have a heart attack. You literally would have a heart attack. You wouldn't believe the kind of things that are staring at you every single day. Demons that are waiting to take you to the next other side so they can claim you. Did you know about the battle Armageddon, right? You know, people get caught up in everything that goes on as well with politics and all that stuff. You don't see the big picture, do you? You get caught up in the smoke screen. That's what you get caught up in. It gets real when it's your time to go. That's when it gets real. You don't think about politics then. You're not thinking about politics or food or none of that stuff. You're thinking about what's going to happen to you in the next world. That's what you think about. No, that doesn't exist anymore. All the things that clouded your judgment to keep you from basically walking onto the straight and narrow path has now no longer interest anymore when it's your time to pass on. Now you're thinking about basically that you're not ready. But you had all that time. And yet you're not ready. Interesting, isn't it? So, we got $1,500 for this one. Woo! Oh, I see how this system works. So if I spend $15, I get 1,589 points. Okay, we're going to jump this to the roof today. Because I'm planning to get a lot of points when I get some stuff on here. But yeah, a lot of people don't realize that. You're not thinking about politics. You're not thinking about who's the president. You're not thinking about this. You're not thinking about anything. About nothing. None of that means nothing to you anymore. Only thing you're thinking about is, am I ready for what's going to happen next? That's what you think about. But every day you walk out your door, there are demons out there watching you. Now, they're watching Christians too, because in the day, the reason why they're watching Christians is because we're a bigger trophy to get at the end of the day. They watch you because they already have you, so they don't care. They're just waiting to see exactly what they can do to get you where you need to be at on their side, where you have no forgiveness, no grace waiting for you. But us, on the other hand, they're waiting to destroy us because, again, we have already accepted Christ. But, again, we have angels on our side, so they see our angels. So when I walk out that door, there are 10, maybe 20 angels behind me. And there's a demon sitting right across the street. Could be one up the block. Could be a bunch of them out there. And they're just looking and going, oh, no, no, no. We're not taking that fight on. I'm going to go in a different direction. And they disperse. Where if you're not saved and you are doing the work of the devil, well, then you're just going to have demons coming behind you and demons in front of you. Oh, that one's ours right there. He belongs to us. Yep. Now, for them, they have to get you into their world. Because as you're here, you have a chance to be saved. Like, when I was out in the streets running and getting in trouble and carrying on and acting up and all that other stuff, I was getting myself in trouble. I could have been killed right on the spot at any given day. I was in a violent neighborhood, and any day I was a perfect opportunity. There's violence all around me, 24/7. People got murdered around me every day. So it was an easy opportunity for someone to kill me. But it never happened because God didn't allow it to happen because he had a purpose for me. That's why I'm sitting right now in front of this computer, building stuff and doing what I do now because God had a purpose for me to do things. Other than basically getting caught up in this system and getting murdered. So it wasn't meant to be. Satan thought he had me, but he didn't have me. God had me the entire time. Even when I even denied God and I cursed him out and I thought that the Christians were a cult and all this stuff and I was a hater of Christians. And he still didn't give up on me. That's why I'm here right now. Now, if he allowed Satan to have his way, I wouldn't be having this conversation with you. You've never known me in a million years, and I probably would have gotten shot and killed in the streets that I lived in. That's what would have happened to me. Because I had plenty of people wanted me dead. Because I did a lot of dumb stuff. So, as I said before, you have to go through that Christian boot camp period and you start seeing things that you normally never saw every single day. Like every day of your life, you never saw these things and now you're seeing them. It's a real eye-opener. It's a real eye-opener. And because I was so deeply embedded with Satan, because he whispered in my ear all the time to do evil things, that the Lord allowed me to see some of these things that were whispering in my ear. Now, not in their true form. I don't think I'd be able to handle that. I think I would have had a heart attack and died. But he gave me a good glimpse of what I was around me. And yeah, it's not pretty. It's not pretty. I've seen demons. I've seen them. I even had a couple of them call my name. Whisper in my ear. And I heard it crystal clear. They said my name. They know who you are. What did I do? I went and grabbed my Bible and prayed. Because I knew at the end of the day that he had to go. I even had some basically walk in. And you see them, he had to plead in the name of Jesus, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, and you have to demand them to go. But if you're following the devil, you can't ask something to go that you're following. Like I said, when you go to sleep at night, you never know what's watching you, what's sitting over top of your bed, what's in your room staring at you, you don't know. I know when I go to sleep, I have the Lord's angels watching over me. I feel sorry for people that don't. Now, who knows what was sleeping over top of me when I was out there doing the dirt and carrying on. Scares the daylights out of me just to think about it. Yep. So if you got things in your home that are evil, and mind you, these things walk around and they look up and down the street. Like I said, the devil walks back and forth like a lion looking for people that he can devour. And they're looking at, oh, look at that. what they have in their house, easy access. They'll walk right in there. You invite these things into your home, and they don't come alone. You know, Exorcist was based off a real story. You know that. Did you know that? Yeah, it is. It's a real story. It really happened to somebody. Now, can you imagine having that nightmare in your home? Because that's what you're playing with at the end of the day. That's exactly what you're playing with at the end of the day. That scared the living crap out of you, that is nothing compared to some of the things out there walking around waiting for you. Yeah. And yet they still do. When I see that nonsense, like, let me see what we got here. We got this recording. Stuff like this, that you naysayers write in about all that nonsense. This is the devil right there. That's what I see. I see the devil. Because the devil was the one that told you to write all this. The devil spoke it to you word by word, and you wrote it down. You even said it in the recording. So that's what I see. I see the devil. So if you think at the end of the day that you're getting away with something, you're not getting away with something. God saw you do it. And since God protects me, God is going to see it through, that whatever has to be done will be done. And you're going to have to go through the thick of it, the worst of it, all of it. Now, the beautiful thing about all that is, even when you're going through all that at the end of the day, the Lord still may have an opportunity for you to be saved. Or he may not. Like I said, the reason people sit there and say, well, I tell from the truth at the end of the day, there's only a certain amount of people going to heaven. It's already stated. Only a certain amount are going. Some were meant for damnation and some were meant to go to heaven. Not everybody's going. I'm just happy that when I was out there running the streets and carrying on and acting up, I could have been one of the ones that weren't going to heaven. And the Lord could have sat there and said and turned his back. I could have got locked in the street, or even worse, did the 40 to 80 years that they were going to stick me in to begin with and died in the prison system. But the Lord had a plan for me. I was meant to be saved, and this is why I'm here. So you better pray that the Lord basically has mercy in that you're meant to be one of the ones that are to be saved. Do I think these individuals can be saved and find God? Yeah, anybody can. But it's up to him to make that decision. It's up to him to make that decision. I do not want to burn in a lake of fire forever. Or see some of the things that are going to pop up in Armageddon. I really don't. You read Revelations? Gee whiz Louise. Whew, it is something. All right, let me see what we got here. We got, let's see, let's come out of here. I'm going to go to the other game we got. Yeah, this is full control support, right? I want to be in my library. My library, can I get my collections? My collections. Oh, we didn't even add a collections in there. Okay, we have to do our collections in. Our library, there we go. Oh man, these are the games we got. Oh, we downloaded. Did we download this? I think we did buy this. I bought this, right? I did buy that game. Okay. Metal Slug. We got this for free. They gave us free. There was like the Dying Light. Oh, I can't wait to play Dying Light. I can't wait. That's a good zombie game too. I know that too. I like that game. This is the one we just got. Oops. Ah, really? I just bounced out of my whole thing altogether by hitting my mouse? Let me see. Do you want to make any changes? Right? Understand that client. Oh, man. Oh, we didn't mess that up. Let me get my giant cup over here. We've got the game. Alright. Direct controller. Use the Xbox controller for this. Launching, running, installing Microsoft Framework. Yes. I think I'm going to do an 80-inch portable screen for the setup for this thing right here. Because I got to take it back and forth where I need to go. Now, how would I transfer this system? Because it's going to be in the case. I'm going to transfer it to a PC. I can put my account from here onto my laptop. Take it over on the go. Run my controllers to it, and bam, go play. Should have put it in whatchamacall mode. Should have put it in wait, we can't put it in there, can we? Put it in big screen mode. There we go. What you doing, Mr. Popsicles? Mr. Popsicles, what are you doing? What are you doing, Mr. Popsicles? Oh, it's gonna have the old arcade sound. There we go. Oh yeah, I love these games. Oh snap! It's about to be on. We got armor. Oh, got the flame in the eyes. Somebody's about to get it. Yeah! Ching! Oh, we got arcade mode? This is a new game? Wait, so we got new game, right? Right, press any button. So we got arcade. Oh, wait, am I doing this right? Oh, there we go. Wrong button. I'll take this right here. Yes, we're gonna do cheesy easy. Cheesy easy. Oh, wait. I gotta remember that's the button. Okay, there we go. That's the button. Wow. Okay, so B is actually A. And, my jet. Chapter 1. Okay. Okay, so basic button. Okay, well we died. Game over. We try again. We fell in a hole. We fell in the hole. I don't have a hole there to begin with. Can we get in the middle of the game? We're gonna be here hitting poles out there. Alright. There's a double jump on that. Try to beat these guys. Oh. In the hole. I'll forget you. Alright, double jump. There we go. Oh, almost forgot about the hole. You got a block on here? Oh, cool. Oh! Okay. This is pretty cool. I like this. Retry. Let me see. Nah, I like it. I'm gonna definitely keep it. I love it. Like that whole retro kind of look to it. A game I would like to get my hands on is the Punisher for Genesis. Oh, that was freaking amazing. I love the freaking Punisher. Punisher was insane. No playtime yet. Controllers. Look at all the controllers we can use. Yeah. New game. Really? We didn't do anything.
My name is Aaron Saber. I used to be a police officer, but at 20...
Alright, we gotta get past all that. Alright, I got it. Alright, how I'm doing now. Dash. Okay, melee. So shoot. Handgun. It's a basic handgun. Alright. Alright. Oh, can reflect? And it'll upgrade its space meter. It changed to special weapons. Okay. Oh. Alright. What's this for? Alright. Pause game. Gotcha. Got some kind of time travel going.
Action.
I'll follow you where you go. There we go. You're not so easy. Oh, we got infinity lives. I think we do. That may weapon. You asked for it, you're getting it. Oh, it's right in there. Oh. Oh. Imagine that speed. And there you. Oh, I can't believe I got around that one. Oh! Alright, that's freaking cool. I like that. That is definitely cool. That is cool. I like that. Alright, space fair is going light. Oh, I definitely want to check this out. Did we install this thing yet? Oh, we didn't install it. Okay, cool. And this RetroPie setup is going to be nice. We're going to do some pretty cool stickers too. We're going to do a special glow-in-the-dark paint ad design so the case glows. We need the motherboard to glow. We need the hard drive to glow. All that to glow in the dark. What are we asking for? Okay, yeah, that'll work. So I'm going to build the whole thing. We'll watch me put the whole thing together. Paint everything. All right, let me see what we got here. We got a challenge mode. Bump. Take that challenge mode. This is made like that. Are we firing? Really? There we go. Oh man. And they crash into you too? Wow. Okay, I'll take that. Ooh. Alright, we get updates and levels. Continue. Are there any rockets on us? Oh, it's just these. There we go. They got heat seekers. Ah, I'm quitting this one. I like it. Definitely like it. Master skill, classic mode. What's classic mode? Time attack. Really? Oh, yeah, they got rockets that follow you. I didn't see that. Okay. That's not interesting. Follow rockets. Oh, they got the rockets. Oh, get over there, get. There we go. These ones just crash out of the sky. What the heck is that? Oh. Oh, I got rockets. Okay. So how do you change your weapons? Oh, that's pretty nice. I like that. That's definitely new. That's definitely new. This is gonna look fantastic. I can't wait to get this on this new gamer screen paint. I cannot wait. This is gonna look pretty impressive. All right, quitting that one right there. Screen shake. Let me see. Oh, it's a screen shake. I'm gonna manipulate all this one here. Definitely went down there. All right, so how do we get out of this doohickey? That was pretty interesting. I like that. All right, so these right here, these are the new ones. Oh, Beatdown Brawl. I do want to check this out too. We paid like 60 cents for this game. 60 cents. So I'm curious how this is going to look. Yes, allow access. Well. Okay, so the 60-cent game got me. Career mode. Oh, we can't be doing this with keyboard and mouse. Really? This can't be. Let me see it for a minute. Controls. Are you freaking kidding me? A keyboard and mouse fighting game? This is just downright horrible. That's not good. You know how horrible that's going to be? I can see why it was 60 cents. Ugh. I am not digging that. I am not doing a fighting game with a keyboard and mouse. Shooting games, yeah, everything else, yeah, I'll definitely do keyboard and mouse. But I am not doing a fighting game. That is so awkward. Why do you have controller support? You literally says controller support right here. Full controller support. Something ain't right there. You literally just said it's full controller support right there. But yet it's saying keyboard and mouse. Let's see where this goes at. Just many people? And we got gamepad interface. Okay. Okay, I got it. But still, I should be able to manipulate the... I can't even manipulate the whatchamacallit. But they're saying it's controller support. Where's the no. No, no, no. We don't need that. Stick it in HDMI. It's going HDMI. There we go. Perfect. Get it alone. Where's my freaking volume at this thing? Ugh. All right. Hold on. Looking for audio. You're doing way too much. Nothing here for audio graphics. Oh, there's audio right there. Duh. That's better. Alright, let's just see what this else to be to do. Let's just take Billy and start the game. I'm curious how this is going to basically transfer over to control. It literally says full control support, but I am not seeing anything on there. Maybe it'll give me the ability to do it. Nope, guess what? I am not doing anything here. There is nothing going on. No, nothing at all, period. Yeah, that's the controller. Yeah. Yeah, but you literally have things up there that basically... Never mind, forget it. It's just going to tick me off. That's the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. How do we have controller support and we don't have controller support? Where does that work at? Is it running off my arcade stick? I wonder. Yeah, it's running off the arcade stick. That's what it's running off. I gotta run it through the arcade stick. I was wondering. We gotta run it through the arcade stick. Alright. New career. Alright, there we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Only runs to the arcade stick. It's not supported by the Xbox system. Let's go over here. Let's go over here. Oh, we get to break out the champion stick. Oh yeah. Boom, 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 boom. So how do we kick? Alright. Let's roll. Hoa! That dance don't look good. That dance does not look good. There's too many fruity cakes in that dance. Oh, come on. Yeah. Yeah, but we're doing nothing but kicks here. We gotta do some punches. Okay, we got some punches. How do we turn around? Alright, dude, you're freaking me out. There we go. So I guess he turns around to the opponent. I might be better with the kicks. Not bad for 59 cents. I don't like the dance he does. It's weird. Yeah. He's down. So I guess he just basically... Kick him. What the freak you doing? Kick him. Here we go. Got the dev kick. Ho, ho, ho. Got you close. Oh, he's a puncher. Come on, get him with the punch. Oh! Dang. Oh, shoot. We got samurai with a sword. Yep, keep him from us. There we go. Ah, yeah! Got that pimp smack. Gave him that little Ike and Tina combo. Like this. I do. You got to use the joystick with this one. What about my flight stick? I got a flight stick over there. I should run into some games with the flight stick. I should get some flight stick games. We gotta find some flight stick shooters. We gotta break open the big joystick. Yes, we gotta pop over to got some joystick games. Alright, so it's only running through this baby right here. This is the only thing it's gonna run through because the controller isn't working at all, period. So it's not supported. I think we did break that open right there. Definitely gotta bust open my flight stick jammy controller. Where's my flight sticks? Let me grab that thing real quick. Grab it. Flight stick. Ooh, man. I gotta clean it. I haven't cleaned it, my flight stick. Oh, in a while. So I have to clean it. Excuse me. Boom. The flight stick. Full command. Bum, bum, bum. I got the pedals with this thing too. For Mech Games, from Mech Assault 5. Yes. Yes. This actually works for the PS system, PlayStation, and it also works for the PC. This right here. Alright. Oh, gotta clean it down. It's be cleaned up. Oh yes, play some flight simulator games. Yeah. Alright, I'll put you right here because you gotta be cleaned up. Probably do some neon lights on there too. Make that look really cool and awesome. I like to come out of here. Thank you. And I'm going to pop up here, get to my controller because I'm going to operate this from big screen mode. We're going to go over to our settings. Let me see. We're going to go to power, come out of big screen. It's a big screen. There we go. Now we're back over in here. You can't use controls as being keyboard and mouse. Ouch. I remember I said people say, well, you can't play PC. You just play PC with the keyboard and mouse. Good luck playing keyboard and mouse on your sofa. Well, number one, there's wireless, because this one over here is a wireless keyboard, but the big screen mode allows you to operate it just like a console system. That's what the big screen mode is for. We need some flight games in here. Oh, wait. It just came out of my whole thing altogether. I said exit big screen mode. Literally? I'm in here for wallpaper. There we go. Back in here. Get me back in the game, coach. There we go. Some shooters. Space shooters. What time we got? Oh shoot, almost time for me to go. Got something I have to do. Taco. Time to suit up in the bag. 99 cents. This is 99 cents for this game. Basic shooter. It looks nice. I'm definitely going to put it on my wish list because it's 99 cents. You can't beat that with a baseball bat. So I do like that. So that's 99 cents. Let me see. Deep Rock, I played that. That's actually pretty good. Some mining going on in there. Mass Effect. Never played it, ever. I couldn't get into that whole word situation thing. And they're talking about, what about this? And what about that? And what about that? And what about this? Like, trust me, the game I know was amazing. It's actually, I heard people say it was actually freaking amazing. I don't get it wrong. It's probably the most, I just can't do the the whole word thing, I don't have the attention span for it. I just don't. We have to just choose, and then they talk a lot. So I'm like, no, it's not going to work for me. But other than that, I heard the game was actually pretty good. My buddy was in love with it. He freaking loved that game so much. What the freak is Planet Attack 2? And it's free. Oh, man. I got some good games on here. I wonder why I buy. Let me see. We're not doing a game called Hell Drivers. It just does not sound right in any way whatsoever. Now I started to finish the workplace on the other end. I have got to order some work tables and racks and all kinds of stuff that I need to put loading my projectors in. I'm gonna start my projector shopping in November, and I need a bunch of venues, so I need a place to put my projectors at. So, yep, start working in there next. So I'm not done here. I still got a screen to put here. I got a screen to put over there. I got so much work to do in here. It's not even funny. I set up my screens in here. I got the floor done, some of it, and I still haven't had the table screens not finished yet. Still got a lot to do. And to the idiot who said I was living in my office, where would I be living in my office? There's my work supplies over there, going over to the warehouse. Over there, so my work supplies. That's an order ready to go out. That's a screen over there. That's another box of another order that's got to go out. That's my bracket system over there I use for hanging my screens up, and my screen paint rolls. They're all going over to the shop. And I'd order another floor like we have over here. That's the floor coated with our technology there. And there's my work locker right there. Projector, which we were supposed to have a screen over here, but I haven't had a chance to do it yet. And then for Taco's area, he has his hut he hides in. Here's his little box right there. That's it. Yep. Computer, printer, that's it. So, yeah. Go ahead and make that statement. See how fast I'll mess your life up. Definitely going to have you sued in no time at all, and I'll have you pulled in for jail. Go play and see if you want. We don't sleep in here at all. I got my own place at the end of the day. When I said at the end of the day, I'm not trying to be rude here. I make a lot more money than you guys. A lot more money. So I can afford to go out and rent me a house. Heck, I have 4 of them. So yeah, I make good money. And I was doing all that in a relationship and paying for vacations and just about everything else at the same time. Now it's just me and the cat. Yeah, a lot more money left over for us. But I do give away a lot of money because I take $20 out of my pocket, and every time I'm on the street and I'm walking around taking care of business, if I see somebody needs something, I just give it to them. Because God just gives it right back to me. So, no. And mind you, I don't work a 9 to 5. I'm not trying to be rude to anybody else who works a 9 to 5. God bless you if you do. But these idiots at the end of the day who like to come on camera and say, oh, he's poor, he's broke. You work, Jamie. You work a job. Your company doesn't pay for anything at all, period. My company pays for everything in here. God provides everything that we need. I haven't worked a job in 14 years. Don't have to. Ever. I mean, never have to work a job, ever. Now, was it easy to do all this? No. It came with a lot of hard work and sacrifice. It came with a lot of it. It did, for me to get to this point to do this. And like I said, comfortable on my desk and build a product that customers can trust at the end of the day. I have a better return policy than what PayPal has for their return policy. Literally, they sat there and said that we need to come in and do the same thing that you're doing. Yeah, please put batch numbers in there. That'd be fantastic. Everybody should have to do batch numbers. So why not? Ain't that right, Taco? Taco just sitting there chilling. I think things are going to get real for Fernando once he's sitting in a police car with handcuffs on. When he's sitting in front of a judge and the judge is telling him, Mr. Fernando, you got to do some time. You got to pay some money out. You did too much. You carried on too much. You think you're going to get away with this? You think you're above the law? You need to have that speech from a judge. Once that judge gives him that speech, then that's when it's going to kick in that he messed up big time. And go around doing dumb stuff like that. You're mad at me because of why? Why are you mad at me? You're mad at me because you're jealous. That's what it comes down to. You're just jealous. Don't know you. Never did anything bad to you whatsoever. I don't know anything about you. You came into my channel trying to steal my formula, asking me questions about how it was made. How come I can't give you the ingredients on how to make it? And I told you no. It's not for you. It's a blessing I got from my Lord, and I used it to run my company. And you got mad over that. And I'm going to tell the judge the exact same thing. Because you got mad over it, you did all that mess, and now you look what you got yourself into. Doing dumb stuff. You contact that 800 number, you don't contact me at the end of the day, you contact my company. That's what you contact. So you harass my company at the end of the day, that's considered to be a federal crime. You can't be contacting businesses at the end of the day and harassing them and making empty threats. That get you in a lot of trouble. Oh, man. People got to learn to grow up. Ugh. I think that's all changing there, I swear. What is Ash? Oh, wait, we got enough points. We do. We have enough points. We can go to our points store. Let's go to our points store. Now, let me find out that any of my people come back, they're watching your channel, and they say, hey, this guy has been going around spending a room that you're sleeping and living in your office. I'm going to make sure that my representative comes right down to your neck of the woods in California, and we file a warrant for your arrest. We file criminal charges against you. And we'll show them all the stuff and all the problems that we've been having from you over here in Pennsylvania, so they can see at the end of the day that they need to push this through as fast as possible. To let them know that we have process service going to his door for court. But we want him locked up. We want him behind bars. We don't want him to have the freedom to go online and carry on anymore. We need him behind bars. There you go. As a matter of fact, I'm going to request that when we file the criminal charges that we need you locked up. Because you being online is dangerous. You need to be offline altogether, and you need to be behind bars. I'm going to push for that. I'm going to ask for that. Anything we do, here come this joker talking some nonsense at the end of the day. For a person at the end of the day is going to sit there and say that we're living here and there at the end of the day. Buddy, I've had 4 houses. You lived in the same apartment since how long? All right, there you go. And then faked the move. Sat there and lied and said that I moved. Moving is such a pain. You never moved at all, period. We moved. We moved the office from over here. Went from the garage, moved over here, got an office. I got a house when I was in the garage. Because when they came down and said, license inspection or zoning came in, they came in and said, oh, you can't basically convert a garage into a home. It can't be done. And we looked through all the building codes. If anything can be done, it can't be done at all, period. I went and rented a house. For you to sit there and say that, oh, you don't make any money, I make more than you do. How are you going to sit there and tell me at the end of the day that I don't make more than you? You work a job, I don't work a job. I've had houses. You've never had a house before. You live in the same apartment since I don't know how long. So to make statements like that, yeah, come on, man, please. You've got to be kidding me. I was making more money than you when I had my Digital One crystal screen paint. So what are you talking about? If that was the case, you'd have been moved out of the apartment, at least rented a house, something. Right near the beach, you got a beach house, one of them. No, I don't want people to think at the end of the day that, oh, he's been, no. This guy talks a lot of trash. And he's got a habit of running his mouth way too much to people at the end of the day. You're talking about people being poor and being broke at the end of the day. Oh, but I promise you one thing, Mr. Fernando, you will be poor and you'll be broke when I get done with you because you owe me a lot of money. Just off the topic, man, you violated 2 of my copyrights. My Black Series Edition and my Crystal Edge Technology screen paint. They both have copyright sitting on top of them. You clearly went in, we used them without my permission. I'm going to sue you for that. You don't have $1 million. We know you don't have that kind of money, but you're still going to get sued for it for both of them. So if you don't have that money, what's going to happen to you? You're broke. That's the end of it. Oopsie. And if you can't pay it up, then what's going to happen is, because I'm not going to wait for him to pay anything up. No. He's going to drag his feet. He's going to talk a lot of trash. No, the minute the execution judgment goes through, I'm going to whatever floor they send me to, and I'm going to file execution of judgment on your property right from the door. So the debt collectors can come in and get my stuff. That's what I'm going to do. And the minute that goes through, before you go back to California, your banking accounts will be frozen. Everything is going to be locked down. You won't have a dime to your name because you're going to owe a lot of money to me. On top of that, not only do you owe money to me, but you owe money to the government, which is going to fine you for touching the copyrights because they have an extra fine. They have another $500,000, $250,000 per offense. And then we have our lawsuit for you touching it, for violating my company. And then we'll clearly show the judge that, yeah, we did warn him, because please don't come on in the courtroom saying he never warned me. Oh, no, Your Honor, we sent him a cease and desist order from a lawyer warning him that he would be sued if he continued to touch our copyrights. You're done. That's it. I can get you on the copyrights alone. So that's the end of it. You're actually going to be broke. They won't do anything stupid. They're going to show up with police officers as they usually do when they come to collect stuff. To make sure that the collectors don't get hurt or he doesn't try to do something stupid. Or in enough trouble. I don't know who in their right mind is dumb enough to touch someone's copyrights and think they're going to get away with it. I had something a long time ago on my site that had a copyright on it. The company sent me a letter telling me to remove it. You know what I did? I removed it. I'm not trying to get sued. You crazy? For touching one of those things at the end of the day? You know how much damage those things can do to you? Oh yeah, I got rid of it. Sent them back a little letter back to them saying, yeah, I've removed everything. Just to clarify, everything's removed. Such and so and so. And that's it. That was the end of it. We sent you the same letter. You didn't abide by it. And we can show the judge that right after the letter was sent out that you continue to do the same thing over and over again. That you had no regard. And these are text messages that we received from the individual stating that it was his copyrights, they belonged to him, right on his own business website when he was doing it. Yeah, there you go. So no, anything we do is try to start some rumor about how we're this and how we're that. Well, I guarantee you, when we hit you in September, that you're not going to forget it. It's going to be an experience that you will never, ever forget. Now this time when the process server comes to your front door, they have a month to get you. I make sure they got plenty of time. And it won't be the first one. I've contacted 6 or 7 organizations in California to hunt you down. So they'll be at your front door. They have your information. They know where you live. In fact, they know where everybody lives. And they're going to go out and they're going to come get you. And I made sure that anyone under the age of 21 can be served, which means they can serve your wife. As long as you get it, that's all that matters. This is our point store. Can't be touching people's stuff at the end of the day and think you can do what you want to do with it. I'm surprised he hasn't done any music pirating. He'll probably take someone's music and sit there and argue with them and say, oh, I can touch it anytime I want to. You can't do anything about it. All right. Let's see what me and the government says about you touching my copyrights and you doing whatever you want to do. Oh, by the way, copyrights statute of limitations, or statute, whatever it's called, is 3 years. I still can get you. Did you know that? Yep. I can still get them. And you use, mind you fact, if you use someone's face without their permission and slander that, that's also a form of copyright infringement, but they call it defamation. And you just did one when you did that video where you said warning me. He called himself warning me, but you're using my face as a thumbnail. We got a picture of that screenshot that's already ready for the court. You're going to be sued for that one. Now, that one won't be small claims court. I'm taking the civil court because I'm going to take $80,000 out of you. So we're just going to hear the usual crying in court, and I don't have the money, and I don't know where I'm going to get it from, and they don't care at the end of the day. I'm just going to slap a lien on you. Freeze everything you have. You're probably to file for Chapter 11. You're still going to have to pay me. You know, keep in mind, if you don't get jail time out of all this, and you will get jail time because they're copyrights, you're definitely going to get some kind of jail time. I showed you The first offense is 5 years, and second is 10 years, and the other one is 25. So you're definitely going to get jail time out of it. But just say if he didn't get jail time, say he goes back to working his regular job, you're still going to have to pay me. I can garnish your paycheck. I can garnish your income tax. I can take your insurance. I can take your cars, your vehicles. I can take your jewelry, your furniture. If you have a house, I can take that too. I can take whatever I want. College money, whatever it is, I can take it. You owe me so much money, it's not even funny. You win the lottery, it's mine. You get it inherited, it's mine. Someone gives you money, it's mine. Everything, even your tax, income tax, I find we can take that too. Not all of it, we get a percentage of it. Yep, it's going to owe me for the rest of his life. You get a job working in prison, guess what? That money, some of that money goes to me. That's what it does. You owe me money. And then you got to pay their fine because they got a fine for you touching it. Got to pay restitution to them. So that's like $1 million right there, $1 million right there. So that's going to be interesting. So yeah, got to pay for that. Let me see. What do we got here? Profile background. I want to do a profile background. 2000. I don't want that. We got anything else on here besides this one? Well, what's the one with the car? That's the one with this cool car in the background. Ugh, why would I even put that there? Oh, the lightning effect is pretty cool. Is this one with the car in the background? I like that car. It's got that kind of a retro look to it. This is 2000 of Tesla. I'm not a big fan of Tesla, but I still like that background. It's sick, though. Let's see what else we got here. That's hot. I wish she had some anime. Some real anime with a sunset kind of view would be kind of hot. A cat running in the background. There's you, Taco, running in the background. How dare you? Oh, they got this nice little city display right here. I like that. That's hot. Oh, and Japanese anime sunset. That's beautiful. You know, the messed up thing about it is, people, I got so much stuff to do that I had to take the time out to go to the courthouse, to fill out documents, and miss days from work to come in and take care of, because grown people at the end of the day don't have common sense. You're going to pay for that. I'm busy, man. Anytime I got to take out to do something like that, it takes away from my business. You're going to pay for that. It's going to cost you at the end of the day. Because I'm explaining to the judge on how busy, how many projects. We literally have to take the time out to handle this mess at the end of the day, because you don't have to be an adult. You're going to pay for that. Now, for the other ones who think that, oh, at least we're not going to get as bad as he, you are going to get it as bad. Because you know why? He's not going to go down alone. He's going to take you with him. That's exactly what he's going to do. You're going with him. Well, you supported him all this time, right? Don't try to basically separate yourself now. Don't get into that. Don't get into the blame game of who did more, who did the worst. Because he's going to take you with him. I'll tell you that much. He's going to get in that room and he's going to basically start singing like a canary. He's going to put all y'all in it. Even some people that we don't even know, you're going to pop up in there. He's going to sing like a canary because he looks like the canary type. And he's going to talk about all kinds of things. And it's just going to open up more cases. You know, come back and say, did you know that this person? No, we didn't even know this person was. Oh, what do you want to do? We're going to file charges. Anybody that canary sings and tells it that was involved with it, you got charges coming to you, and you got lawsuits coming at you. Because he's going to snitch on all y'all. Now, for those that sit there and say that, oh, he's a snitch. And I'll tell you why. Because, look, at the end of the day, you do something stupid, you got to face it like a man. All right? I did something stupid. Did you see me run? No. I walked to the front. I opened up the door. I saw the police officer sitting on my front porch. I walked out there. I told them who I was. They handcuffed me and they took me away. That's it. And I came home twice in that situation where I had the opportunity to disappear and I didn't. I took it like a man. That's why I can sit here today and do what I want to do at peace with nothing basically looking over my shoulder that someone's watching me, because I basically didn't handle things like a man. Did he handle things like a man when the process served? No, he did not. They told me everything that went on. As a matter of fact, it's written in the transcripts. He hid. His wife came to the door. He said, the lady came to the door. I said, oh, that's his wife. And she didn't want to open the door all the way. She cracked it a little bit. So he said, what do you want me to do? I said, post it to the door, because they can post it to your door. Take a picture of it, send it back to us. We send it back to the court, say, hey, it was already delivered, and that's it. We don't have to give it to you. You can post it right to your door. You'll have about 10 posted to your door. You won't miss them. So we know he hid in that apartment. He didn't come out of there. A real man would have came to the door. You did it. You caused it. Walk to the door. Put the paperwork in your hand and get ready for court. That's what you do. Because if you claimed at the end of the day that we're scammers and we're rip-off artists and all these things that you protested for years about us, then you should have no problem with backing it up by basically taking that piece of paper and seeing us in court. You know you lied. That's why. Besides, remember, we requested black paint and you never gave it to me, and that will be used against you in court. I sent you a certified letter, didn't I? And you signed it too. So with that being said, we gave you the opportunity to back up your claim. You didn't take it. Don't forget to tell the attorney that one too. And I'm still waiting for this attorney to call me. I have not had one attorney contact me at all. And I told you why. The reason why is because they talked to an attorney, I guarantee you. And I told them exactly what he did. And that attorney probably sat there and said to you, is this copyrights real? Did you lie to the attorney? Did you tell him they were fake? Because he's going to find out. He can look it up the same way. He can go to my company, pull my name up, go down to copyrights and records, and he can type in my name and see if we're real or not. So he'll know if you're lying or not. They're not stupid. They're going to do research. If he looks in that computer and says, well, you got a problem here. These copyrights are legit. They're real. Did you violate his copyrights? Did you touch them? Did you display them? Did you use them in any way whatsoever without his permission? And if you say yes, which he's going to say, you're sued and you're going to jail. That's what he's going to tell you. Best thing you can do is try to get a plea deal, which we're going to request from the judge. We don't want a plea deal. I don't want a plea deal at all. I want maximum of anything that the court can give us. We want maximum. Oh, that's nice. But I want something that's moving. Now, after that goes through, that is between you and God to figure it out from there. Because I've already been told what to do. And that's when you're going to have to make a decision, the situation you're going to be in, whether you're going to serve God or you're going to serve the devil. Let me see. Ooh, what the heck is that? Man-side animation. Oh, that looks pretty cool. I'm gonna get one of those. I'm gonna get that next. But I do want the other one with the sunset. I'll take that one with the Tesla. I'm not a big fan of Tesla cars, but I do like that sunset they got for that car. It's beautiful. Can I see what this looks like on my page before I do it? Oh, that's what it's gonna look like. Oh yeah, I like this. I'll take it. We got 4,000. Look, our points struck. We bought a couple games. We got 4,000. We're definitely getting this for my background. Quit now. Thank you. View my profile page, yes. All right, seam center profile. Oh, I got set the profile up. I can get around to doing it. All right, we'll get to the profile. I got around to setting it up yet. Got to do my profile. This is a new account. But I definitely got to set it up. Go back to my library. So it comes up on my profile page. All right, cool. Man, the other account, because I've had that account for a long time. I had the account for a couple of years. And I didn't even know you could use the points. I didn't see it up there. I guess they must have put it up there. I saw something that said buy stuff for points. I'm like, oh my goodness. On the other account, I got 100,000 points on there. I got to go in there and do some shopping. I wonder if I can transfer my points from that account to this account. It would be really nice if I could do that. Let me see. Oh, and by the way, just to let you know, you don't even know where my office is at. And I'll tell you why, because if you did, you would have noted it where the office is at. But we know where you live at. The person who sent it. I told you I had a friend of mine. We got a couple of friends of mine that are really good in IT tech. So yeah, it wasn't hard. And before you are routine, he actually works as a private investigator to track down people at the end of the day that don't want to be found. Like deadbeat fathers and stuff like that. That's what he does. So he did me a little favor. It cost me $3,000, but no, we're friends. He's a cool dude. So I did all his screens and stuff for his house and stuff like that. So yeah, he did me a big favor. Okay. The Dying Light. Yeah, we're gonna do it later on. Any more zombie games? I think we're done here. What do we got here? Hey, bag boy, bubble boy. We got about to go. Let me go grab some food too. We're gonna get some food. Everybody knows taco down here, so when I bring him through, he can walk right through every time. Is he hungry? Does he want something? It's this pizza place I go to and get my stuff from. Is he hungry? What does he eat? And I was like, pretty much, he's not gonna come out in covers. He doesn't stay in his covers. Mr. Bubble Boy. He got another one coming for the winter time. That's the one for the summer. The one for the summer got the holes on the side of it so you can get air and all that. It's real comfortable for him. It's big enough. That's why I got the big one. Because the other ones they had were too small. And he's about 3 pounds at the most. Maybe 2 pounds or 3 pounds. So it's pretty, it's not heavy at all, period. But I wanted enough room for him to move around and stuff like that. Like the bag carrier, I didn't like it too much because it's just, he can't turn around in there too much. But on that one, he can turn around. He got a big old window he can look through. So he likes that one right there. Okay, here's one. We're still in the store. Yeah, we're still in the store. I'm at the store and I'm being. I'm done with the games. We got enough games already. I think for what I paid for the parts for that machine over there. These were expensive. That's a good thing about it. At least they weren't expensive. Because, man. But I'm surprised. I'm happy because that one has 4 DIMMs on it. 4 DIMM slots. That's 32. 32 gigs of RAM I can put in there instead of 16. So that's fantastic. What the frick did we just buy? We bought this? Oh no, we can't have this. Apocalypse? What the freak was I thinking? No, I can't have that. That looks just like the devil right there. Look at him. Oh, it's on the wish list. Okay. No, we take off the wish list. Look at that, man. Nah. The other shooter game was amazing. It looks amazing, but why in the world did you have to put it in hell? And you got this. That's the one thing I had a problem with playing. I had to stop playing it. What was that game called? Shoot, I can't think of it. The name of the day. The female with the guns on her shoe, high heel shoes. Bayonetta. Bayonetta. It was Bayonetta. I couldn't play that game. That game was awful. It was a good game. It wasn't awful. It was just conflicting with your relationship with God. So how in the world that these heavenly hosts that come down, they're supposed to be evil, but they're angels. And meanwhile, your boss is the devil. And he's trying to do good. That is just so backwards. It just confused. It's awful. It was just an awful plot altogether. I mean, come on. Good. I mean, the game was good mechanics and all that stuff, the shooting and all that. It was top notch. At the end of the day, the bosses were giant and massive and huge. I mean, it kept me coming back for more, but the whole fact that the angels, they're supposed to be evil and the devil's good, and your job is to kill these angels. Oh my goodness, yeah, I couldn't do it. That and I couldn't do the what was the other one I had to give up on? Assassin's Creed. I think Nor. I had to give up on that. About the Vikings, even though that was just that wasn't true. I think it was true. They slaughtered and killed Christians and burned churches. I was like, nope, we're done. Can't do it. Never finished it. Never did it. No, you didn't download this. Yeah, people all think that's a joke at the end of the day. Oh, it's nothing. It's just a joke. It's nothing at all. Yep. So something pops up in your living room one day and you're like, what the freak are you? And they say, oh, I know you. They know you. They know you. Don't think they do. They know you. They know exactly who you are. Just like freaking when these so-called fake prophets call themselves casting out demons at the end of the day, trying to make money off of it. Trying to cast out demons, and they ran into two real ones at the end of the day. Them things popped up and said, we don't know you. We know Jesus. We know Paul. They named the disciples. They named Jesus. We don't know you. Who are you? Yeah, they attacked them. Can't be doing stuff like that. They saw Jesus casting out demons. That's what they saw, because they feared Jesus at the end of the day. They fear him. So when Jesus commands them to go, they got to go. But now these guys see them like, wow, this guy's making all this money. And Jesus wasn't making a dime. He wasn't charging anything at all, but that's what they thought. They thought, we can make money too. We can figure out a way how to do the same thing he's doing. They thought it was all an act. It wasn't an act. There were actual demons that were coming out of these people. And they decided to go up and pray up on this woman who had a demon in her. And that thing popped up and looked at them and said, who are you? Oh, I know Jesus. I don't know you. And they attacked them. There you go. Now, you're a man of God at the end of the day. I don't have that kind of strength and capability, so I'm happy the Lord never puts me in that situation. But there are some people who basically do have that ability, that God has given them that ability to be able to cast out demons. They have that ability. They have that strength to do it. And when they go before a demon and they cast it out, it got to go. You can't stay here. You got to go. If one pops up in here and I cast out and I plead in the blood of Jesus, I stand behind my Lord. You got to go. You can't be here. And they leave. But if you don't have that faith at the end of the day, they're going to see right through it. Yep. Yes, sirree. So they know you. Yes, they do. God knows you, and they know you. I'd rather have God know me at the end of the day than one of those things. I just want a ham and cheese sandwich, lettuce, tomatoes, a little light mayo. That's pretty much it. Oh, my flight game. I'm going to find me a flight game later on. I'm going to find me a flight game. Yeah. Like I said, at the end of the day, I don't want to come off as a person who's bragging about money at the end of the day, because I'm not that type of person. And I try to keep my lip closed and my mouth closed and not say too much. Just take the hit at the end of the day. You know, you got jerks like that on YouTube running their mouths and carrying on and acting up, saying, well, you know, you don't know anything about me at all. You look at my prices compared to yours. Look at how my technology is designed to compare to you. Everything we do is not you at the end of the day. You're mad because you can't get the money that we make at the end of the day. That's what it comes down to also too. Mad about it. But he did it to himself. He literally did it to himself. Could have went out and worked hard. Could have made a respectable product. Could have did a lot of testing, which he should have did a lot of testing on his products, not cut corners, not rip people off. And you would have made good money off your product. You would have made good money. You really would have. But you decided to rip people off in the process. And set up ripping people's, taking stuff off our site and claiming us to be scammers, but you use our stuff at the end of the day every chance you get. Our specification sheet, labels, all that stuff. Both of them do it. You did it to yourself. Then you drop your price down to $60, thinking at the end of the day that this was going to basically conflict with me. How would it conflict with me? We're not the same people at the end of the day. We don't make the same product. I don't make your stuff. You don't make mine. But you thought for some reason, some strange, weird reason, that if you bring your price down to $60, everybody's going to flock to you. How did that work out? Now you got yourself in a position that even if you just sell one product, you don't have enough to cover your overhead in business. And you have to sell quantities in order to do that. And you can't sell quantities because your product has too much bad blood in it. So that's where that lands at. What kind of print-up design I'm going to do for this PC? Doing retro for it. Put this down for a minute. I got. Oh wait, it's not my business computer. This is my fun computer. My business computer underneath me. It's not even connected to anything. I'm still Pac-Man PC. I might do a Pac-Man PC. Man, the thing would be nice for Pac-Man PC. I can't get the giant Pac-Man head. That's something kind of fun. Some kind of Pac-Man. I need that giant head. See, something like that would be perfect. That's what I need, because I need to put it right in my case. My case is crazy how it's designed. It's a crazy case. But I need a giant Pac-Man head to do it. Even that would be nice. Amazon ain't got anything. I'm going to have to go to somebody else and buy it. Really? Somebody got, that's a hardcore tattoo. It's a hardcore Pac-Man fan right there. That's a hardcore Pac-Man fan. I ain't hating on it. What you love is what you love. I'm going to spend the $45 for the LED light. I know we're going to spend that money for. Well, I don't really want to spend the money, but that would look so sick in that case. I wonder what the size of it is compared to my case. Oh, that would be sick. That would be sick, though. Let me see something for a minute. I'm going to go to Amazon and see if they got this Pac-Man. They got the Pac-Man light. It's $45, but man, it's expensive for what I'm already paying already for this, but it would look so sick in the case. It would look amazing in the case. Let me show you my PC case. If I can find it. It would look perfect. Perfect in the case. And it's the only one I can find. It's actually the light. I just ordered it too. There it is right there. That's what we're buying. That's our case right there. See how you have these illustrated lights? These things move around, like they move back and forth. You know what I mean? Like a kind of a Pac-Man display. The lights move back and forth. And I'm thinking, oh, that'd be sick for my whole gaming setup. So that thing right there is going into this. So we got the liquid cooling system, already dual fans. We already ordered those for that, to keep it nice and cool. I ordered the back fan, and there's supposed to be 3 fans that come into here over there. But what I want to do is, I don't need the fans because we have liquid cooling in there. The fans are just for show. So we're going to remove the fans. And I'm going to put a mirror in there, like an infinity mirror, the ones that goes back. We're going to put an infinity mirror in there, and we're going to put the Pac-Man, huge Pac-Man right there. But I want them suspended. That's what I want. So what I want to do is I want to do the pellets so they move around in a circle like this, and then put the little ghost right there, and then put the huge Pac-Man face there. It's going to be sick. It's going to be sick. Now the lights are, they change. It's gonna be sick. That airflow. Ooh, ooh. Man. So this is gonna be cool. I can't wait to set this thing up. So we ordered that. Good price too, $56. Save some money on that. Let me see. We need a Pac-Man light. That's what it was. I just want to spend the money for another pack. I can't think of anything I would want to have there in that Bay Area. Pac-Man lights. I got this one right here. There it is right there. That's what we're going to put right there in that Bay Area right there. So the power pellets, all that, it's going to be painted to glow in the dark. The ghosts are all going to glow in the dark. So it looks like they're actually following behind him. And this is going to be the huge display in the front. So when I turn that case around, we're going to put a mirror system in the back. Because I don't care about the fans back there. They got fans you can put back there. We don't need them because we got liquid cooling in there. So we don't need them. So we're going to put a mirror back there, system back there. So I guess it's kind of an infinity ceiling, infinity mirror display. Because the lights bounce back and forth. They're controlled. You can control those lights in that case. This right here is going to be sick right here. So we just buy it. I'm not going to buy it now. I'll buy it on my other account because my account, this account's not linked. But I'm going to say it right here. But I'm definitely going to buy it. We need it. I was kind of so like, but we need it. I can't find anything. And this one lights up too on top of that. It's a USB. Beautiful. That means we can run it inside. We can run it inside. Yes, we can hook it up to one of the USBs inside. Gotta break open the soldering kit. Get the soldering. Because, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Oh, my goodness. This is going to be gorgeous. It's going to be gorgeous. Man. So it's going to be Pac-Man, and we're going to have some other stuff on there, too, on top of that. I might put a little Mario in there. A little section of Mario, a little pipe system in there, basically. Put something cool in there with that. A little Donkey Kong, stuff like that. A little bit of everything in there. But the main display is going to be the Pac-Man design. Look at that. Now it's time to begin the marching. The marching for the case. Oh. Won't be here until September the 12th, but anyway, we got time to build. Yes. Can we get the music to play in this case, by any chance? I want Pac-Man music. No, it gotta be something pretty cool. And then we can put the Pac-Man music in there. We can do it. Yes, the madness. All right, I'm getting out of here. I'm ordering that right now. As soon as I pop out here, I'm order that, and I gotta go put my shipping labels. I gotta get them done. I gotta print up a bunch of stuff because we got orders going out. Let me see for a minute. I'm coming out of this case. I'm coming out of this PC. Power shut down. It's the gaming PC. I had to go in there and make sure the hard drive was functioning correctly. I thought I had to buy a whole new hard drive, but the hard drive's working perfectly fine. Run a virus protection through it and JavaScript, update everything, make sure it's all running nice and well, and then get ready to start it to transfer over to the new case. Oh yeah. Change jar. Put all right change in. Nope, shut that anyway. Yeah, thank you. I don't think we're uploading any games right now. Thank you. There. Man, jealousy of some people. I'm definitely going to have to get a flight stick for this. Oh, and as for little naysayer, well, your litter box is right there. You're stupid at the end of the day. Oh, Larry, you're not smart. I have to say that because they're not smart. So basically, he has a 3-in-1 multi-cat setup for his unit over here, which keeps it nice and clean. And I spent the money for this. Whopping $300 for that unit right there. You know what that machine does? That machine makes sure that the air in here stays clean, crystal clean. Because I spend money for my air cleaners. So that one's a little different. It cleans all the pollen, any dirt, any dust, any odor, any smell, everything eliminated in that unit. Up to 1,500 square feet. And this place in here is roughly probably around 200. So yeah, that's what that unit does. It runs 24 hours, all day, all night it runs. Because my air has to smell perfect. On top of that, I had the plug-in units in the wall that give up that nice fresh scent. Those things cost a bit. They're like 15, 16 bucks if you get the real good ones. Not the cheap ones you get from over on Rite Aid. You got to go to Bed Bath and Beyond. Those are the good ones you want to go buy. Don't get them other ones. They don't work well. So I couldn't imagine the dust trap that goes on in that environment at the end of the day with all those cats in that cramped apartment at the end of the day. I couldn't imagine. As a matter of fact, when the process server came to the door, you can see in the pictures on how much dirt and dust was actually against that gate. That was pretty disgusting. All those big houses I had, every single one of them, clean, crystal clean, organized, and shaped. Every single one of them. And they all had air cleaners on. Because once you go through the whole thing with your lungs, you're very, very, very particular about your air. That's why I spent the money for that thing. In the garage, I had 1 and 2. We call it SAMS, floor standing model. I have air cleaners everywhere I go. And I clean my areas. One of the things I can't stand is corners. I hate to have stuff cluttered in corners. It drives me nuts because I never know what the freak is festering in those corners. What's breeding, what's growing. It freaks me out. Yep. And what I seen in that apartment at the end of the day, ooh, my goodness, I wouldn't walk in there. It'd make my skin itch. It wouldn't. It'd make my skin itch. Oh my goodness. It'd make my skin itch. And the reason why I say that, for some people saying, well, that's wrong. No, no, no. This is a person, I wouldn't say this about anybody else, but this person, yes, because he does some real nasty stuff at the end of the day. He's got a nerve to talk about people being unclean. Oof. Yeah. Where is I was looking for? Oh yeah, we got to detach. These at the end of the day, our games are all downloaded. Oh man. No. No, no, no. Ugh. I grew up military, buddy. I don't know all about keep my place clean, even my body. I'm about to keep my body healthy too. That's why I work out all the time. I got weights in here too. Any place I go, I got my weights and my equipment at. I can work out all the time. I got it at the shop, any place. Because once you start lifting weights, any kind of workout you start doing, your body craves it. It literally craves it. Some people, if you look at working out as a chore, or you just want to get it over and done with, that's not good. First, it's going to start off like that to begin with, but you have to ignore that. You have to make yourself believe that you want to do this every single day. Then after a while, it becomes a habit where you start doing it every single day. And then you start doing it more than you usually do it because now you crave it. So after I get done lifting weights and I walk out, I crave to lift weights. That's why I said we should have a little workout chin-up bar like every block. That'd be sick. I'm gonna work out here. I'm gonna work out over there. When I go to my sister's place and her husband's a weightlifter, man, the stuff they got over there. Oh yeah, I play on everything when I go over there, man. I hit the chin-up bar. They got this freaking. He got a weight bench in there. The weight bench is beautiful. Yeah, because you want to try it out. That's why. Because you used to working out all the time. Ain't that right, Mr. Taco? Yeah. What do you want, man? You want a tuna fish roll? Tuna fish roll. Let me see this for a minute. And we gotta take this back over. Oh, here we go. These right here is what you want to pick up. This is what you get. You want your place to smell nice? This is what you get right here. This ain't the Glad Ace. This is better than that. These are the ones you get at Bed Bath and Beyond. I think that's what it's called. These are the good ones. These things are incredible. Save your money. You're better off just getting these. Now this unit right here is about $6.95, but it's definitely worth it. Trust me, ladies. If you want to get rid of them Glad A's at the end of the day, you don't get those, and you get these. This is what you get, and they do all different kinds of. This is cinnamon. I like the smell of cinnamon in the wintertime. I got one for pumpkins and stuff like that. Roses, flowers, all that stuff. This is what you get. Looks like some kind of elixir, doesn't it? If you drink it, you have special power. Don't do that. So, right now, we have over there, we got the summer breeze. So, it doesn't, for a minute I looked at it, I was like, wait a minute, is this going to smell like sea salt or something? Like, no, it actually smells like, kind of like beach flowers or whatever they have, but it's actually pretty nice. And you combine that with your air cleaner. And man, it smells gorgeous, man. I love it. It's absolutely gorgeous. So, when I got idiots who contact me, because you're idiots, and say, oh, your place must smell. No, my place smells better than yours. My air is cleaner than your air at the end of the day. Because I spend the money for those machines at the end of the day to keep my air purified, keep it clean. I love that machine. I think it's beautiful. So, let me show you my baby. It's my new one. So this one right here, man, it's got the fan control, the light, they like the bottom. This sucks in all the dirt through here and pulls out fresh air right through here. Yep, I love it. Yep. Gotta get a couple of those in your home, especially in your kids' room. You'd be surprised when I go to empty that thing out, the dust and dirt that's in there. You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. Now, Taco, and Jamie, you listen to this because I saw cat hair all over the door. Cats and animals want shit 24/7. I used to have German Shepherds. This ain't shit like there is no tomorrow. So basically, there's a spray that you can put on the animal that the fur will stay there. And when you go to brush it off, you get these gloves that you put on, and it takes all that fur you put in your hands, and you just ball it up, throw all that in the trash. Or, if you want, you can put it outside the window, and birds take it for nesting. They use it for making their nest. Either way you want to do it, put it outside in the backyard, but that's what they use it for their nest. Ain't that right, Mr. Taco? Just like the whole comment about saying, oh, the garage must be cold. That garage is insulated. I did the job because I know how to do that kind of work at the end of the day. So I have a silver vapor barrier that I put in there that keeps that place nice and cold in the summertime and nice and warm in the wintertime. I put that installment in there. I did the liquid cement for the outside, caulked up all the holes. I prepared the side of the garage, did everything in there. My place is nice and snug. It was warm in there. See, gentlemen, unlike you, any place that I walk into, I have the ability to be able to go in and change the environment. And you don't, because you don't crack books at the end of the day. All you do is just slur insults. That's all you do. Name anything you built. Anything you built and put together. Now, as for the other guy talking about what? Drywall, please. Drywall is easy. Anyone can learn drywalling. That's nothing. What type of drywall did you put in there to begin with? You put the green drywall in? Was it purple drywall? How thick was the drywall? Was it 5/8? Drywall is nothing. Anyone can install drywall. Easy to do. The ceiling, on the other hand, that's a different story because I've seen people do it with the stilts. I still haven't figured out how to walk on them stilts yet. But you can learn drywall. Anyone can learn it. It's not that hard to do. It really isn't. But anyway, plumbing and all that stuff, yeah, really easy to do. As a matter of fact, one of the places we have right now doesn't have electricity in there. I got an EcoFlow 1300 Deltas in there. I got my own power system in there. Runs with the solar panels and everything. Whole entire place runs completely sufficient free. You know anything about water filtration systems, hydroelectric energy, anything like that? What about designing and making your own fertilizer? You don't know jack at the end of the day. I bet you if we go out in the middle of the woods and I give you an 18, probably not even 18, I give you an 8-inch buck knife. That's all you get. Stick you out in the middle of the woods, see how long you last. Whatever. They don't do anything. They don't watch their channels. I've been on their channels. I've watched their activities. It's poor. It's extremely poor. I love my skill level. My office, I build all my own computers. I'm building one of my, the server we're building, the VPI server, I'm building that server. Programming all my machines, building the screen technology for it. Now since we got into something called projection interactive, because I'm kind of tired of the whole, we project an image on the screen, it's on the screen, that's it. I want something that I can manipulate and move. Like one of the things I saw in projector mapping, where they projected on the table and the dishes got up and started walking around. That kind of stuff I find amazingly fascinating. Of course, that thing that Panasonic did, which I still can't figure out how they did that. I'm still baffled on how they did that. How you get a screen to travel on air? Man, good. Get that nightmare stuck in your head for a couple of days. How do you get a screen, an image to produce on air? There has to be something in the air to get the image to produce. Like they do it off steam. I've seen steam already. They do it off mist. I've seen mist already. But how do you get it to produce off air? That's the part that's interesting. But they did it. They figured out something. It's interesting. Like trying to get a projector onto a hologram. A hologram that stands by itself in the center it stands in the center. So how do you get an image like a hologram to stand within the center to have a 3D wraparound view of it, and yet there's nothing there for it to land on? See, that's the stuff that I like to think about all day, and they like to think about is because everything we develop they hate on. So we figure out a way how to get a hologram to activate in the middle of the center of the floor. They'll be in there like, that's y'all. I see somebody do something like that. I don't have time to be on a nonsense. I'm sitting there thinking like, gee whiz, that's freaking fascinating. How do I figure out how to do that myself? Let me research this and figure this out. I don't have time to be contacting their company, screaming and yelling and crying it. At the end of the day, I don't have time for that nonsense. That's the one thing that triggered me to do demonstrations for the ceiling. I sat there and watched the demonstration of this library in Paris that produced these fish on the ceiling. And I'm like, wow, that's amazing. How do you do that? So I started doing some research and figured out how to do it. Now for them, they just basically, instead of taking the time and learning how to do things, they just cut corners and just say, oh, it's a scammer, buy from us. Well, that's where the mature bettors are coming from. We're going to start beefing it up, by the way. So the mature bettors are going to come back, and we're going to do probably about 4 a day for an entire month, requesting for them to back it up. And, we might put your names in there, too. Like, hey, Partake Products, we mature better our technology for our FOE. Hey, you did say you had Sun Technology, right? You did. Okay, then guess what? We got a demonstration coming up pretty soon. We're going to basically absorb sunlight again, and you're going to match my demonstration. Don't make claims you don't have something. Oh, by the way, we got something called FSE technology too coming up. You might want to copy that one too. All right, I'm looking for the adapter for this. So give me the adapter for this. Ooh. So what the heck is FLE technology? We don't even know what that is. All we know is the other technology. That's all we know. We don't even know that technology because we don't even know how to make it. So I gave you guys a timeline to make the product, and y'all haven't made it yet. Y'all supposed to have been had that stuff made. What are y'all waiting for? How come it's not done yet? Y'all claim to have FOE technology. Where are the demonstrations at? Where are the tests? So now we got something now coming out called FSE technology. Well, FSEG. That's something else we're working on. The different form of gain. And if for somebody saying, how come you don't direct your videos to the customers? Well, the customers know what we do. They do. They watch the demonstrations. They watch our matching better. They watch us challenge people at the end of the day. They know what we do. I like to base at the end of the day put the freaking screen makers on blast because you guys we're crushing in the process. Why not direct it to you? We're the ones, we're crushing you at the end of the day. And customers know what we do. Oh man, I feel sorry for you, and I'll tell you why. Because, man, when we launched that ad tech technology, like a TV, that new Spartan Black technology we're working on, oh, it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad for certified, for everybody that comes across our path. It's going to be bad. We're going to put you on blast. We're going to bring you out in the light with us. Literally, in the sunlight with us. The Spartan technology is designed to be, we know quasars are mothers of all screens, but that new Spartan technology we're working on is designed to take out everything we need to take out. That's what we designed it for, but now it's got 6 legendary screens and there's 1 special screen coming with it. And this is going to be interesting to watch how many certified screens we can go through with this technology. And wipe out all the screen paints at the same time. It's not to put your products down in any way whatsoever. We have to do this. I mean, I do talk on camera about at the end of the day, everybody should stay in their backyard and mind their own business, but you have to understand, if I'm going to sit there and make a statement that a screen is going to be so powerful they can wipe everything out, we go near it, we have to prove this. So I'm telling you ahead of time before it happens. Well, it's business. That's it. I'm not trying to be rude or disrespectful. You have no idea what's coming. And you thought the quasars were nightmares and all the other technology. This is nothing. This screens can land on sunlight. Do you have to understand how powerful a screen can do that? So the structure of the screen itself can't be normal. We can't disrespect that technology by sitting it on the TV version of it. We can't sit it on a surface. The surface is actual light. It can land on light and function. So I can basically turn off a projector and put your screen against it, and because that screen's pure light, it'll wash your screen out. That's what you're going to be dealing with in 2025. For the customers, well, it's going to be the most amazing thing they ever got their hands on. But as for you screen paint makers out there or projection screens, it is going to be the biggest nightmare you've ever seen in your entire life, and it will take your company under. I expect to sue a lot of people in that era, because I expect for a lot of people to come up and say false things about my products, which if you don't back up in court, I'm going to sue you for it. So be careful what you speak about. Can't back it up. But I can back mine up because everything I said out of my mouth came true. I told you we didn't have a technology to absorb sunlight. We have it already. I can produce off ceilings and floors. We have it already. At one point, 8 years ago, I wanted a black screen. We're way beyond black technology now. I wanted different color screen paints. Got that one too. Different forms of projectors. Been there, done that. Projector mapping, gaming, you name it. We did it. We got it. Outside, inside, we done it. So now the next stage is to start the process for the legendaries. And the legendaries are designed to wipe out everything. And that screen called the Solar, what's it called? The Solar something 3, we're buying it. I have to. Guy makes it's a nice screen. I like it. All the screen paints we have are nice. I like them. Not the rip-offs. The rip-offs are trash. But everybody else's screen paints are nice. Don't get me wrong. We do our tests against your product. We put you against the technology. You're not going to sit there and say your product's not worthy to buy. Your product is worthy to buy. It's good. We bought it. That tells you right there it's worthy to buy because we bought it. We won't give good points on it. It's good paint. It's good product. But is it equal to our technology? No. But it is a good product. We do advise people to buy it, and I would advise people to buy it. Not their paint. Their paint's garbage. But anybody else, are just on their product, and we test it against ours. Say, well, look, this is the difference between ours and theirs, but their product is still a good product. And if anyone came up to me asking for it, they didn't want black technology, they want something else, I would point them in the direction of the people we tested already. But we still have to prove the fact that our screen's better. Besides, with the legendaries, they're not easy screens to get. You may be better off going with one of the gray screens because the odds that you get one of those screens is going to be extremely rare. Now, legendaries, there's 6 of them. I think there's 7 of them. There's 7 of them. We make those screens, 5 of those screens per month. One of them is made once a year. And the guy I was talking to, he said, I bet you they're going to be extremely expensive. No, they're not going to be extremely expensive. The hard thing is getting one, if you can get one. That's the hard part. Look, I'm ready to go. You ready to go? You ready to go? You ready to go? Got the zoomies? Got the zoomies? Look how fast his hands moving. You got the zoomies in there. You got the zoomies? What is that? Cats get this burst of freaking insane energy. I don't know what goes on, man. It's like they turned into the Hulk and Flash at the same time. Like, ah! There's Super Saiyan over there. He's in the box like, See how fast he was moving around? But yeah. The legendaries are impossible. They're just saying impossible. It's just very hard to get your hands on. Because they're going to sell out quick. You're going to sell out the minute they hit the page. I got people already lined up to try to get one of those screens. Already from the door. It's not your everyday average projection screen. They're glass screens. They have a custom embezzle design that's engraved around the frame of it. It has a technology that we're engineering on that thing. It's going to be unbelievable. They can absorb sunlight. They come in these customized, beautiful cases for each one, for their each one identity, and they're going to be certified. So it's not about how much money you have. It's about how lucky you are. If you can get one. 5 a month, and 1 is actually made every year. The rules are pretty strict. If you're caught placing an order for 2, both of your orders get canceled. There's no warning. Your order gets canceled out just like that. And you have to go again. So that keeps people from basically buying them up, and nobody can get them. Well, it's kind of rare to get your hands on them, but if somebody gets their hands on one of them, it still brings odds. The people may buy a couple of them. So to keep that from happening, if 2 pop up in the cart and we see it there, and we're going to see it in the ship out, we're going to see it there. Your money goes back to your account, and your order gets canceled. So if you were lucky enough to get it, you may not be lucky to get it again. So don't buy 2 of them. Buy 1. It's 1 per person. That's it. Can the manufacturers get these? No. Making a decision already. Only we can sell them. No one can sell them but us. That way there's no favoritism. There's none of that whatsoever. First come, first serve. That's it. That's going to be interesting to watch. So, in order to get this screen is a capability of having its clout, we have to take everything out with it. We wipe out every gunmetal screen. We take out all the screens on every different site we can get our hands on. We knock everything out. Of course, we have to do this at 12 o'clock in the afternoon in direct sunlight, so you know what's going to happen. The environment we're going to be in that no screen can survive in, because screens can't survive if you open up a window, sun hits, the screen disappears. So that environment out there, if you have ambient rejection, you're done. You can't go near that thing. Even the carbon black can't touch it. So, if you get one, you're lucky. If you don't, just keep trying. It may pop in there, you may be able to skip one of them. All right, people, with that being said, gotta go and God bless.